doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I tell you, it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
Well, woman I love is named Ramona. She kinda looks like Tempest Storm, and she dance like a little Egypt. She works down the snake farm. Snake farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake farm, it pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile house, snake farm. Ramona's got a keen sense of humor. She got a tattoo down her arm. It's of a python eating a little mouse, wearing a sailor hat that says Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. I asked Ramona how come she works there. She says, well, it's got its charm. There's nothing to do in the winter now, then some kid gets bit at the Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something. This is a sing-along. Really. It goes Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. It ain't exactly kumbaya, but being the music fog, it ought to be perfect. Help me now, be on TV. It said Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Getting into it now. Well, Ramona likes malt liquor and a band from Wales that's called The Alarm. She said you cried when they broke up. She still plays the records at the Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Sometimes Ramona calls me up and says, come on down here, it's getting warm. And she runs everybody off, and we, you know, it's the Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Help me now. I said Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Welcome to ClusterF. Jam-packed with crap today. Should be a good show. We got the Sean Raz Shitty Song of the Week. We got a current events quiz. Donna and Trace going to battle it out. Should be good. Cold up at your house today, Trace?
Not too bad.
It'll be cold tonight, I think.
I hate the cold.
Tonight's going to be the cold one. Then it'll warm back up. It's Florida. 52 months for Jim F. 1979. Thank you, Jim. Cold tonight, back to warm. That's how it's going to go. It's going to see. It's an El Nino, so it's going to rain and be probably colder than usual. I don't know.
Is it going to snow?
Nah. Well, you never know. It snows every 30 or 40 years down here.
I've seen it one time a little bit.
Here?
Yeah, when I was in elementary school.
Yeah. You just ain't going to get, maybe you'll get, things, climates change. Things change. We're getting more tornadoes than we used to. Maybe we'll get some snow. That'd be pretty badass. People could not drive in the snow here.
Oh, they'd crash immediately.
I crashed it when I drove up in Iowa in the snow.
Yeah.
Immediately crashed. I hit the brakes and I was just, right into the ditch, man. I had no idea, no concept.
I've only driven in the snow once in Colorado. I think I did pretty good. Well, I didn't crash, so.
Yeah. I went right into the ditch, and some friendly Iowan came and pushed me out of the ditch. People were nice up there.
Oh, I was mad. Everybody, we were going up there with Lauren and the kids, and everybody was like, "Oh, you're gonna need 4-wheel drive. You're gonna need 4-wheel drive." And the whole time, I'm like, "I hope I need 4-wheel drive. This is gonna be fun." Never hit any snow, though.
None.
I mean, it was on the side of the roads, but the roads were pretty clear. And we went up to this mountain to go sledding, and they were like, "Oh, hope we make it up the mountain." I was all excited for it, and it was just a leisurely stroll up a mountain with no snow.
Yeah, when we were in Syracuse, and we went skiing up there with Brandon, and coming down the mountain, like just the resort or the wherever we're staying, it was like,
yeah.
And coming down the hill, I'm looking, and it's completely snow covered, and then it ends on a major highway, and I was like, how do you stop yourself going downhill in the snow when you don't, just have a rental car, you don't have snow tires or anything?
Gosh, we were so
like we're gonna die. I'm not on. Oh yeah, no. Your headphones aren't on.
Huh?
Your headphones weren't on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're on.
They were unplugged.
Yeah, I
never knew how close we were to death.
When that time?
Yeah, probably.
I think we did it fine.
Did what?
Coming down to Syracuse, remember where we were staying? It was like
Wolf Mountain?
It was down the mountain, and then it dead end. And then there was a big highway there, and it's snowy. And I was like, how do you stop? How do you stop in the snow? I don't know about this snow.
That was
stuff.
weird because I never drove, in the snow. When I lived in snow, I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And then I remember I had to call. I was calling the police department or something just to ask, or the fire department. I was like, so I have to drive out of here in the morning. Am I going to slide all the way down the mountain?
God, that's the most you thing I've ever heard.
Because you couldn't get any answers. They were like, well, maybe.
Oh, geez.
I mean, you could, and I can see where they'd have to say, well, it's a possibility,
Yeah.
but you probably, they didn't act like, but, you probably won't. You'll be fine. And I just drove really slow because I didn't know if your car is just going to slip right down the mountain or if they say don't drive down any mountains in the, when it's snowing.
Oh, I can just see it. My mom's calling the cops to see if she can drive down the mountain.
What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. I had to get some kind of clue as to what was if I could drive, or if they would say, I thought, well, maybe they'll say, oh no, You don't drive down that mountain after when it's snowing. I didn't know what they'd say.
I mean, the first time I drove in snow, I wound up in the ditch. I said, I don't know this snow stuff. VW Rick just subscribed. Oh, he's on a 7-stream watch streak. That gets me that new thing.
I don't know what that means.
That just means they've watched 7 shows in a row.
Oh, all right.
Tomorrow night, The Hang, 6 o'clock. Tomorrow night, The Hang. Check it out.
Tucson chick said, Donna, stupid question. Does it snow every year where you are? I don't understand that.
Snow every year? It never snows where we ever. Like
Ever.
once every like the last one was 50 years ago
Oh, okay. That's
when there was accumulation on the ground.
1976.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, almost 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Just don't. I mean, things change all the time. Maybe it'll start snowing in here. It'd be pretty badass. Get the best of both worlds.
I'll just take the warmness. Let's keep it like that.
Yeah, I kind of like. See, I can deal with this. I don't like the cold, but if it's like once a week, it's gonna get cold. It's not a big deal. That's kind of how it's going this. Usually it just doesn't get cold. Some winters you have like two or three cold snaps. They call them down here in Florida, where it's gonna get down to the 30s, and that's it. But here it's been like once a week or twice a week it gets cold. So.
And that's
I can
only
deal with it.
overnight. That would only be overnight at 30s. It's never 30s in the daytime.
Rarely, every few years. Yeah, so that's done.
That
with,
was fun, Greek
done
Pete.
with the weather talk. I had a blast up there. I'm not a big snow skier. I'm not a good snow skier. That was the second time I'd ever done it. Mm-hmm. Is that the first time had you done it before when you were a kid or anything?
No.
Never. So that was the first time you did
We just used to
it.
go sledding and tobogganing and stuff like that.
Is that when you guys just inched down the mountain?
Yeah.
That was at the
How was that fun
That
for
was
you?
the
That
fir-
looked like misery.
That
was
was
the
at
first-
the first place.
Okay, now I'm telling you, because I was. Okay, so we go there and I get my rent my skis and I can't do anything. I just fall. Every time I try to turn, I fall. And then later on, then after me and Donna, she's inching down the mountain with me, and people are heckling me from the snow lift.
Yeah.
Somebody says, "Man, whatever skis I got were more of an advanced ski instead of the beginner's short skis or something." They're like, "No wonder you couldn't ski." It's like, oh, fuck you. Come up here to ski twice. I've done it 3 times in my life. And they give me the wrong skis. But then I got the right skis, and I wasn't great, but I was like, they had that nice trail. It was like a 2-mile long trail it was just like a slowly down the mountain trail, and it was snowing. It was 19 degrees. It was like, it was at night. It was really cool.
Me and you were just like in heaven. We were just like, oh, this is great now.
It's just the most beautiful, relaxing thing I've ever done. Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Man, how much
I
is
bet
it for
it's-
a family of 5 to go skiing nowadays?
I think you have to be rich. You have to be rich now.
Yeah, it was expensive then. I can't even remember what it was. It was
It's
a long
too
time
much.
ago.
It's too much.
Like, I mean, you got to be more specific. Like, was it like, $400 or was it like $4,000?
I think it was several $100s for like a family of 5. It was probably $500 or $600, don't you think, babe? Because I think it was like
probably,
like
but-
100 and something each person almost.
Yeah.
I think I can't
You had
remember.
to get the ski lift, the skis, the whatever.
And the
I can't
pass, the
ever
this, the
remember.
that.
Yeah.
And
They
how-
always get you.
And so what was how old were you, Trace? Like 13, 14 or something?
I would think so, yeah.
So that's like 20. It's like 15 to 18 years ago.
Yeah.
So how much do you think? And it was 100.
Probably 300 person, 300
300 a person.
320.
So a
330.
family of 5, it would cost you $1,500 for one day on the mountain. And if you're there for the weekend, then there's maybe 3-day, that's okay. Well, that's
Horrible Rob said a day at Vail is $300.
well, that's a pretty nice resort. So
Sean Rez says $500 a person.
Man,
Ink
I bet
Spike
there
said-
are some.
Ink Spike says a vacation for a family of 5 is around $675,000. That sounds about right.
But so 3 days of skiing for your family of 5 is almost 5 G's for 3 days, and then your lodging is probably going to be about 5 G's.
Yeah.
I mean, you should be able to just vacation. Anybody could afford to save up and go on vacation. And you could we're going to take a skiing trip this year, and you're just a middle class family, and you'd save up. It wasn't 10,000, 15,000.
Yeah.
God, so expensive to go on vacation.
But see, they just don't want. They don't want you to have no fun. They don't want you to have a vacation. They just want to work your life away. They don't want you time spent around the pool talking to your friends and figuring out that they're scamming you.
Man, that time I went snowboarding for the first time, I was just insane. The snow was so soft, and I had never, snowboarded in my life, but I didn't let that hold me back. I was doing like 30, 40 miles an hour down.
Can't believe we let our kids just go skiing and learn,
I was going as fast as it would let me, and it was pretty steep. The first place we went, where it was steep, where you guys,
Yeah. Where
shuffled
was that,
down.
Brandon? Brandon was with us there. Where was that? That was in Syracuse, right? Still.
Yeah.
I mean, there was videos like those guys that go skiing and fall down the mountain where they're just like head feet. Like I did that like at least 3 times.
Oh, that explains it.
Yeah, you guys all like took to it pretty well. Then they're going over that little jump and everything. It's like, not me.
Oh, there was a decent jump, right? At the
decent little jump
at the one place.
Yeah.
And man, it was all ice out, and I was like, I'm gonna hit it, and I hit it, and I did it once, and I almost landed it and fell. I only got like this far off the ground.
Yeah.
But like I almost landed it, and I tried again, and I just go up and get completely sideways in the air and fall on my back and just like destroyed my tailbone. It hurt so bad.
I think that one was in Asheville at Wolf Mountain.
Yeah, because it didn't snow.
That was
so
the
they
ice.
had to make the snow.
That was awful. I mean, it was fun, but it was
not.
Every
cool.
time I went down that mountain, I was like, I'm gonna die this time.
Yeah.
This time I'm gonna die because I'm not gonna be able to stop, and I'm gonna just cream out of control.
Snow is soft. Ice, not so much.
It was way too much. I fell on that ice hard. That's the hardest I've ever fell on my shoulder. I was like, something's got to be broken. It's just like on that ice, just bam.
Man.
No more skiing for me. I'll kill myself. Stick to volleyball, golf.
I want to go snowboarding again. Like, imagine how unsatisfying snowboarding is if you don't have a lift. Like, you got to walk up the mountain. Like, no matter,
Or is it more
Oh,
satisfying?
I would
don't
think
know.
most people wouldn't do it.
If you go once, it's satisfying. If you get down and you're like, all right, I gotta go climb to the top again. I mean, I don't know what the better, if shorter distance better or further distance better. Because walking up the mountain.
Yeah.
Because you only, you don't want to, you can walk for 10 minutes, it's going to take you 30 seconds to get down. But if you walk for 20 minutes, it takes you a whole minute to get down. You're going to go so much faster down.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
That
You know what he's trying to say, babe? Okay.
What?
I just don't.
It would just suck. It would suck. It would
Yeah,
suck
it would
ass.
suck. That's why
Suck.
probably one of the earliest inventions was the ski lift. Because everybody's like, man,
How are you gonna get all these rich people to the top of the mountain?
more than once. Yeah. I don't know how long it would take to scale a mountain high enough to have fun to ski down it. Take a long ass time.
How
Yeah,
do people
fuck that.
go to these really high places and ski? Do they get helicoptered in,
Some of them do. I mean,
Do
there's
they?
there's definitely
Or do
helicopter
they-
skiing.
or do they walk? They don't walk, like climb a mountain and then ski down, do they?
I think some people do.
Oh my god!
I think some people do, don't they? Just they climb. It's not exact. They don't have to climb a mountain like Everest. They just got to trudge up the mountain,
Oh my god!
and then
How long does that take?
I mean, what about if nobody's ever tried to snowboard down Everest?
I don't know. Must not be conducive to snowboarding. I don't know.
I think it's a weird deal
I mean,
where
you
you
think
gotta.
with somebody like what's the Red Bull guy?
Yeah,
He'd be
Travis Pastrana. Or
Yeah,
something.
he'd be Travis
Snowboarding down-
Pastrana's going to snowboard down Mount Everest. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
I mean, you see these guys on bicycles on like tops of mountains on like trails like this wide,
yeah.
just like, and you're like, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I guess there's a lot of gaps you gotta climb across and shit. On the
Chasms. Watch out for the chasms that go down 600 feet. What ski? As you ski
They
down,
have to do
ski
that.
down Everest.
I think you have to do that climbing things like that too, don't you? Mount Everest and stuff. Isn't there places you have to
To what?
jump over?
Oh, they'll put like extension ladders over these, and you have to.
Fuck that.
I mean, yeah, fuck that. You know your frozen rope breaks, and you do like at the fair and go right down into the chasm as your ladder goes.
It's like, how long is
Fuck
how many
that.
years has that ladder been up here freezing, getting ready to break?
Yeah, those Sherpas ain't replacing those ladders every 6 months.
I've met plenty of daredevils and adventurous people that also, just like us, have no desire. It seems like a lot. That's one of the things a lot of people have no, like daredevils, like people crazy people are just like, nah, not Everest. Like it's not. I don't think it's as thrill seeking as you think.
I don't think it would
I don't
be
think
that.
it's
It wouldn't
thrills-
be fun at all.
I mean, I'm sure it's like totally amazing to be standing on the top of Mount Everest, but to get there, that is not something I'm looking to do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to risk my life for the amazing view. No,
I think
Especially when
tons
you
of
can
people
see
die.
It from
Tons.
you can see it from other people's view.
Yeah,
They take pictures.
I think Everest is the most adventurous, touristy thing you can do. You know, as a touristy person,
Yeah,
like the most.
yeah.
You can go climb Everest.
Because I think anybody, if you got the money,
Yeah.
they're going to get you up to Everest, and that's why a lot of people die.
No matter how much money you have, though, like you're still going to be cold, right?
Yeah, it's gonna suck. No matter how much money you have, it's gonna suck ass. So I mean, to me, if you were like, okay, Mike, next week you're gonna go, I'd be like, no, you can't make me climb Mount Everest. You can't put me in prison. I'm not gonna do it. I've no desire to freeze my ass off and to go across a straight ladder,
And be in
a
a
200-foot chasm.
A long line of people.
Into the frozen shit, and the dead bodies, and the death zone where you're in a line of literally 100 other jobbers who have climbed that mountain and are waiting for their photo op on the top as you stand in the death zone because there's not enough oxygen.
But what if there was money at the top? Like, I mean, that's the only way. Like, I've seen people say they would climb Mount Everest if there was a bunch of money up there.
I don't even think I would climb it trying to get $100,000.
How about $1 million?
Maybe $1 million. I don't know.
I don't think I would.
maybe.
I was like,
I,
look, I'm not
100,000.
risking.
I'd just be like, no,
I'm not
climbing
risking
that
my
mountain.
life for money. I'll just see what happens with my life. Not risking my life.
I mean, I don't like the cold, so that's gonna be. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Oh, see, that me and you would be found just huddled in a tent, dead. Me and frozen together.
Louis says that's also physiological, since people either deal with a little oxygen or die. He said it's a genetic, not about fitness.
Fucking suck. You're like, everybody else is doing great, and you're like, I'm dying. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Nobody knows how you can react to things. Like some people go to Colorado, and they get, what do they call that? Sickness, elevation sickness.
yeah.
What's the name for it? There's some kind of sickness for it, And some people are fine, A lot of people are fine going up into the mountains, and some people pert near kills.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't even. Is that like a thing?
What?
Nobody even told me that when I went to Colorado that there was a different elevation.
Yeah.
So what does
Yeah.
that do?
But that's usually if you go up skiing and you go up higher into the mountains.
Yeah.
It
Yeah, I think
makes
you
you
gotta-
not be able to breathe good. I don't know.
It
exactly what
F's
does.
with you. I don't know.
I got my teeth hurt when I went to Colorado. It's the only thing. It felt like the air was too cold and dry for my teeth.
Louis says altitude sickness is hypoxia.
Yeah,
He
hypoxia.
said I get it real bad if I get over 12,000 feet.
Yeah,
and I'm
see?
in great shape.
See, and when you get hypoxia up in up on the top of Everest, you're effed. You know, you got to try to get down before you die. Who wants, and you're like, I was in shape, but now I've got.
Well, I wanna go out and
F
see.
that.
I want to see now if I get this elevation sickness or not. But I still don't want to be cold or climb Mount Everest.
Yeah, so you'll never find out.
I remember your friend Shane's dad. They went out to Breckenridge out there, and he ended up in the hospital.
He got altitude sickness. Bad died.
Where's Breckenridge? Did we go there?
No,
So what'd you say? Is that in
I
Colorado
think it's
or
in
something?
Colorado or
One of them
Utah or
Nevada,
somewhere.
one of them mountain places. He about died.
Really? From altitude sickness?
He says some smokers are fine.
I figured. I could feel it in my lungs. I was like, I bet I'd be fine up there.
Yeah, they're used to working with very little oxygen.
Berlin's
You've been abusing your lungs. For
Berlin's
years.
barely making it up the mountain. I'm just walking up smoking a cigarette. It'd be hilarious.
It says here, the man who skied down Everest
Yeah.
is a Canadian documentary about Yukiro Miura, a Japanese alpinist who skied down Mount Everest in 1970. He skied 2,000 meters in
He
He died.
Does he die?
2,000 meters, which is 6,600 feet, in 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and fell 400 meters down the steep slope face from the yellow band just below whatever. He used a large parachute to slow his descent. So when he was skiing, he was using a parachute.
Paraskiing.
He was paraskiing to hold him up.
Did
He came to a full stop just 76 meters from the edge of Bergstrand, a large, deep crevasse where the ice shears away from the stagnant ice on the rock face. So you're 75 meters away from that.
No thanks. So no one's done it since, probably, huh?
So, but he just
Haven't heard about it. I
skied a
don't think
part
so.
of it, right?
Yeah, just a part of it. Yeah,
Close
you
enough.
You couldn't do the whole thing. Like you fall into a sheer
Yeah.
crevice. Yeah. It says here, six Sherpa members were killed during the expedition, as well as a Japanese member who died of a heart attack, probably from hypoxia. Sounds like a lot of fun. See, and these Sherpas, that's their job. They do it all the time.
Yeah.
I'm fucking going somewhere where even the guys
Even
who know
the
what they're
Sherpas
doing,
are dying.
sometimes you slip. Sometimes you just slip.
Sometimes there's an avalanche, man. I don't trust avalanches at all. That's not cool.
I mean, they say it's bad for the whole country over there doing that. And
Yeah.
and that people shouldn't be making these Sherpas. They don't make them, but they do it for money because that's what the only work they can get.
And I think they have these companies that hire the Sherpas, and the Sherpas are doing all the work and probably getting
Oh, my
mediocre
God.
wages, for risking their lives
are.
on their mountain. Another dick move.
Plus, there's just trash and poop, and they're just
Dead
ruining
bodies,
the
dead bodies, trash, and poop litter
Yes.
the landscape. Everything about this to me is a negative, other than standing on the top for like 1 minute. Because you're gonna die, and they got.
And can we
you
just
got
can we get over that?
100 people behind you. What, the view?
Yeah, just get over it.
highest-
We don't need to be doing that.
Highest place in the world.
Like, I still just can't, I guess I can kind of get the first person to climb Everest. Like, I could get that.
I wouldn't be him. I guess I could. Yeah, I guess I could.
I
get
guess
it.
I could understand it. I don't think there should have ever been a number 2. There's after 1. There's no point of that. Somebody did it. They can do it, and there's no need to ever try it again. There was nothing up there.
I agree. I'm totally in agreement.
Here, I got a picture of the view. Everybody can look at it.
Okay.
No,
Like, what view?
Of what view?
I'm saying.
Oh, I got it.
The guy that went there. I got a picture of the view. Here it is.
Here, I gotta see. We don't have to actually risk our lives.
Luis says
And be
Everest is a
cold.
dead, rich douchebag adventure.
Come on, just get to the top, buddy. Just get to the top. Here we
Even
go.
if you're just, there's just no reason for this.
I don't even have any desire to see the view from the top. I could care less.
I mean, like, it's too tall.
How would that not be so cool?
Oh, for you.
Oh, now he wants to
you
climb
would-
Everest.
you wouldn't want to look out at the Grand Canyon and see. She doesn't even want to look
No.
out. You don't appreciate.
Too high. It's too high for me. That scares me.
I've heard some people don't. It doesn't translate. The giant hole to being afraid of heights, like being close to the edge of the Grand Canyon, isn't as scary
it's not
as
as
like being
scary.
up high.
Because you're not like it's more of a gradual.
Yeah,
a little bit of a gradual
me-
thing.
My thing's always whatever tall I'm on's gonna fall over. So I guess if I'm on the ground and there's just a big, I don't think I'd be afraid of
How
it.
about-
No, because
about-
you couldn't make me go near the edge of that thing because it's just looking down. I would have to crawl to the edge to look down.
I think that's normal almost.
I mean,
That's creepy.
how about? I'm sure Donna would go on this. That's the plexiglass thing.
Never.
This is
in a million
it
years.
goes out over the Grand
No.
Canyon. Look at that
Yeah.
little U,
I can barely
and
look
it's
at
glass. It's glass underneath, so you can look down.
that. Ugh.
See, that I couldn't do that.
I mean,
I wouldn't
there's-
do it. I would
Just looking at
I
that
don't
gives
like
me that
heights.
creepy feeling.
I don't like heights. I would be miserable out there.
You never know. You never know how you're gonna feel about it till you do it. Like I
ain't
can
I
tell.
ain't doing it.
I can tell in my head right now. There's a chance that I could walk out there and be like, "Oh, this is kind of," or like I'd crawl up to it and like
I'd be
touch it with
crawling.
my hand and be like, "No, I'm not doing it."
I'd have to crawl out of
I
there.
have to see.
for
Yeah,
sure.
Nope.
Here's
And I don't know, just climbing a mountain like that is just not.
I mean, I'm not going
like
to climb, but like if you could, put me on there to enjoy the view, I would love to see the view. I bet it's spectacular. Oh,
Look
see,
at
look at
that.
that! Look at that!
Look at that misery.
I was gonna say, but look at that! You wake up. I mean, I ain't doing it. But
I mean,
you wake
you're
up, you
above
look,
the
you're above the
clouds.
clouds. How crazy
I don't
is
think
that?
you give a fuck because you're so cold.
I know I wouldn't. I hate the cold,
Look at
man.
the clouds. Fuck the clouds.
And this, this is bare bones, man. You're this pup tent, man. You're in a little pup tent.
It's all you can bring because you gotta crawl across the ladders and shit.
Look at everybody's got to be tied together.
Oh.
Storm could come up with 80-mile-an-hour winds and blow you off the mountain.
Doesn't it take like a fucking month to climb it? I always thought it was like a 1 to 2 day thing, and didn't they say it's
Oh, it takes a while.
like weeks?
I mean, don't you have to you get to the base camp and hang out there for a while? That's a big area, and they got structures and stuff, and then you got to head up for another week or so. I have no idea.
I mean, I would. That's a
The
pretty
worst
view.
shit
That
ever.
is a nice view. But I have seen clouds from above in an airplane.
I'm
but I ain't
surprised.
doing that.
Usually, it'd be me saying that and you saying what I'm saying. It's like, man, and look at that mountain there, poking above the clouds, man. How amazing is that?
It's pretty cool looking, but
Pretty
I
cool
think you
looking,
get
but
over
look,
it.
I can see
You
it.
get
I can
over
see it
it.
right from that view. and
Oh
that
my
looks pretty
God!
cool.
Look at that! Look at that!
Look at that.
Oh,
look at
I
those
ain't doing
crazy
that.
people.
Fuck you! I ain't doing that. Oh, look at that! You gotta go down a wire, and then if you slip, I doubt that you're landing here. You're going and dying. No, not doing it. I think there was another good.
Tucson Chick says,
Oh,
I love
look
how
at that.
the shepherd, what's it say?
Sherpa.
Oh, Sherpas. She said shepherd, but Sherpas say you can't spend more than 24 hours in the death zone, but more and more climbers are, of course, ignoring that rule and dying.
Because there's
Getting
so many
frostbite.
so many crowd, so much of a crowd. I mean, you got literally looks like 100 people in line. It's the most ridiculous
Yeah.
thing ever. It's the most touristy thing that you
That's
can't.
not part of it, right? That picture you were
Might
showing.
be why.
You can't have people climbing on peaks like that.
If you want to get to the top of
Yeah,
Everest,
you
that's,
got to.
that's what
It's
you
not-
got to do.
Oh my god!
Look at that view. See, I mean, my God, that's just amazing.
I remember Berlin saying that was people tethered together and you're just in a line for hours, just
Yeah,
at
I'm
a
not doing that.
standstill. No thanks.
Yeah.
Ink Spike's been to the Grand Canyon. He thought it was good. He says he doesn't know about Grand. So, yeah, I just don't have any desire to see any of that stuff.
I mean, I don't want to go to the
really
Grand
don't
Canyon
care.
enough to actually go there. if it was like in St. Pete,
Hey, I
I'd
might have
go.
seen it once. And then I'd be like, yeah, I ain't driving to St.
If it was free, if somebody was like, I'll pay for your gas to go see the Grand Canyon, and you can to have off 4 days of work, I'd be like, yeah, let's go to the Grand Canyon.
See, Trace is someone I wouldn't even want to go to the Grand Canyon. Because I'd be afraid
He'd get
be-
drunk and
yeah,
Fall off the
something-
canyon.
ride
of
a
course.
mule
You
off the
guys
edge.
you guys are assholes.
Look at
Oh,
look
what?
at.
I think you owe us an apology for that.
No, I can't even stand next to the Grand Canyon without falling in.
Maybe. Somebody
Here's
might.
Here's
What's that?
another beautiful view of Mount Everest.
Now these Sherpas they're
This is people
allowed
just
to just
leaving their
leave that
trash.
stuff? They leave their tents?
Just leave their tents and trash. This is the most human thing ever.
Yeah, mhm.
Is to take the most the most elusive, pristine place on
Let's go
earth
put some trash over there.
and completely shit on it and
Die.
trash it up. It's just ludicrous.
How do big businesses get in there and steal the Sherpa's money? Like, I just don't even get it. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, how come anytime even just, people that live on a mountain, they figure out a way to make a little bit of money and now big business comes in and steals it all from them. It makes you get a Sherpa license and a license to climb the mountain. And you got to go through this company now to get the license and the...
It's like, it's that 5 to 10% of people who are backstabbing, narcissistic, sociopathic cocksuckers, and they're always going to win out. Because you're like, man, I want to keep things cool and free, and some guy's going to stab you right in the back and take that money.
They're like, well, you ain't gonna make any money being cool and free, so fuck you.
Like the guy who didn't vote for himself yesterday and lost by 1 vote. It's like, you can't be that guy. You got to vote for yourself, because if you're a decent guy, vote for yourself, because the other guy's not decent and he's voting for himself for sure. So look at that's probably base camp. Look at the stars.
I bet. I don't know about that.
You don't believe that? You don't believe in the highest?
It looks so
Yeah.
nice. I think they photoshopped this or put something,
Yeah.
man. It's too nice. The stars never look like that.
Well, maybe up
They're-
there they
what,
do.
maybe thousands of feet up with zero other light other than campground light.
Yeah, I believe that the stars are like that. But you could probably find that in other parts of the country.
Other mountains.
I'm
I don't know.
skeptical.
It might be. I don't know. I guess we'll never know, buddy, unless somebody can tell us about the stars.
So, and why are they allowed
Everest.
to leave all that junk up there? That just doesn't make sense.
Can't carry it down.
Do they leave all of it up there?
Is that it? Just
every
as you go?
tenth
Are you
thing?
just tossing as you go? And you get lighter
Yeah.
and lighter and lighter. Then on the trip down, you barely got anything.
I think so.
I mean, these Sherpas aren't doctors, to tend to people
No.
and stuff like that. No wonder what you gotta, like you are on your own. And if you start dying, you're dead. We're not taking care of you. They don't carry people down, right? I mean, they don't carry dead bodies down
they
or
don't
anything.
carry. Nobody gets carried down.
I don't think I'm going to the top of Everest for anything.
I think they have that some kind of injection for that altitude sickness. Because I saw
Not
it.
taking that
I
either.
saw it in a movie, and they were fighting over it towards the end. Towards the end of the movie, because there's only one injection left. But I don't know, but that was in a movie. Toyo Tommy gifted a tier 1 sub, taking him to 46. Thank you, Toyo Tommy.
Did they try and climb like Everest in that one? There was one movie where the guy, the whole family's going mountain climbing, and the dad falls.
Yeah,
and
that's the
then
opening scene. Is the dad,
And then they have to cut the line. He cuts his line so the rest of the family lives.
and they're going no. Yep.
What? And then they climb like Everest later, I think in the movie, or
It
some.
was K2 or something. I
Yeah.
don't know.
But man, I want to watch that movie again. See how fucking stupid that was. About how you don't have they didn't have to do any of that. Like the dad didn't have to die. They didn't have to die. They just had to not be fucking stupid and climb mountains.
Should have had your sign out there. You
Yeah,
don't.
don't have to do
We
this.
should put Trace here. Superimpose him over here in the distance with this sign.
Yeah.
You don't have to do this. I wonder how many people die on Everest.
I don't know.
think a lot of them die of avalanches and stuff too.
And that's just a bonus, Sometimes they die, and you do everything right, except sometimes
There's avalanche.
a wall of ice crushes you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Fridge Makara? I don't know how you say that. Honestly, I hope when the world's billionaires decide to all go to Mars after the Earth is fucked, because they absolutely wouldn't last there. That's
Nope.
what I always say. I hope they all move there, and then they will either all kill each other
Because they're a bunch of
assholes.
assholes. How could you live together when you have no feelings for anything but yourself?
Yeah. Or
Three-
they would just
I
die
disagree
there.
completely.
Hopefully a horrible death. Horrible starved to death, perhaps.
Yeah.
322 people have died on Everest.
That's
That's not that many. 4.4 deaths per year. That's enough for me.
4?
4.4 deaths
and
per
they're
year.
only there's only a small window. That's why there's so many people try to do it. There's only a small window, like once a month, where you can do it.
The conditions are so harsh that you can't, there's only like, 45 days a year
Yeah.
where you can climb
Where
Mount
it can
Everest.
be done. Hmm.
Let's see. Mount Everest death rate is 1%. So if you go up there with 100 guys, one of you might die.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing it more and more now if there's $1 million on top. But not for free.
K2 holds a staggering 25% death rate. So 1 out of 4 dying if you try to climb to K2.
What the fuck's K2?
K2? I don't know. They made a movie about it. It's a tall mountain.
That's the one where...
K2, man. You never heard of K2?
No.
K2 is 8,611 meters above sea level. It's the second highest mountain on Earth after Mount Everest.
But it's suckier to climb.
So it's like 150 feet shorter than Mount Everest. It was probably just suckier to climb.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same height, basically.
Where is K2? Is it the same deal?
That sounds like something from the Pink Panther.
What?
What, the K2? K2?
Yes.
K2. So K2. I don't know where it is. Where's
is?
K2? Like what is it? Is it in the same? Is it in the same mountain range? And what is that mountain range over there in Tibet? Is there a mountain range? It's just Mount Everest is just there. Himalayas? Is that the Himalayas?
I don't know, man. I don't know anything.
Himalayas are in South America,
I don't know
right?
jack shit about mountains. Like, as soon as somebody starts talking about mountains, I get out of the combo. Like, I'm not climbing one. I'm not paying to climb one.
Yeah.
I'm not paying Sherpas to carry me up one. I'm avoiding them.
I think K2
Like the
is in
plague.
K2 is. I think it's in Pakistan. So it's over there.
So yeah, the people that live there really don't care to climb it.
No,
They just get paid to help other people climb it. Some of them
and then yeah.
to help. Yeah.
I think they say, if the Sherpa dies, then the family's kind of screwed. They don't have like a big Sherpa insurance program or anything. So it's like, yeah, bunch of rich people.
Louise says Everest and K2 are Himalayas, and Andes are in South America.
Andes is South America.
I think we got to move to another planet, man. Just,
Closer to the.
no, you're talking about the people moving to Mars. I think the next step in being humans is to eventually, like you always say, it's we got one planet, and just deal with it, or whatever your bullshit is. But you gotta
that bullshit of living on an inhabitable planet.
And then once you use it up, it's all over. Yeah.
God, why not try it? That's like Christopher Columbus never sailing across the ocean. Well, it's a bad example because he was trying to find India and got lost.
Yeah.
But I mean, just people on an island. If you were like you and you were trying to get off this island, you're running out of resources and you just die on the island because one guy was like, "Oh, what are you gonna sail into the ocean and live on some crazy rock somewhere else?"
I mean, yeah.
Well, that would be like, we're gonna I mean, you're going to a place that is inhabitable.
Exactly.
It's
uninhabitable.
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 Yeah, it's like doesn't make any sense. You can't do that.
It's I mean, what's the difference between the moon and Mars? I guess because there's a possibility that there's waters on Mars.
you need resources on
There's
it.
a possibility.
I
don't
think
think I don't think they've drilled wells on Mars.
No, they haven't.
I don't
They
think
think there's
They
ice.
think all this is about thinking. All this is about thinking.
They might have proved that there's ice on Mars.
It's just too preposterous. Look, if there was a planet like Earth, that was Mars was like Earth, I'd be going, of course we should try to, because once you land there, you're good. You can just start building stuff and drinking and eating and hunting and fishing.
Just destroying this planet. Oh my God, you're kind of
You
right.
can get to work destroying this planet.
Get on destroying. Oh my God, we wouldn't change a fucking. We'd probably destroy it faster than Earth.
Way faster. We would go right to destroying.
What if you found oil on Mars?
Oh,
Then
my
we'd
God.
destroy
What
the
are you
bucket.
gonna do with that? What are you gonna do with that?
Just
Figure out. They're
like-
going to figure out some way to make a giant inflatable balloon that they can fill it. The size of the moon and fill it with oil and bring it back to Earth.
Figure out how not to crash it into Earth.
Yeah, and eventually crash it into Earth and oops.
Yeah, that's just stupid. Couldn't do anything with oil from Mars. Oh, yesterday I was driving.
Speaking of oil from Mars,
Yeah, I don't know why. I was driving through Meadow Point, and I saw some guy walking in the road. He's like walking towards us in the bike lane. In the bike lane that is beside you, you're supposed to be going with traffic. He's walking this way, and he's walking real fast. And I get closer, and he is some gay guy, old gay guy, and he has on white spandex pants.
Sexy.
like yoga pant type.
Nice.
Oh, spandex, white spandex.
Spandex,
Yeah.
maybe yoga type. I don't know what kind they were, but they were, stretched to the max. You could see his whole dick. I mean, it was just like laying that right on the side of his leg, and he's just walking like this, and in his white yoga pants, and just.
Was he exercising?
Yeah.
He goes out. So he goes out there every
out
day.
being like some kind of exhibitionist with his penis. You could see the outline of everything. No
Yeah.
underwear on.
Well,
It was just like.
you ladies get to wear
And he
them.
was walking, right in the school zone.
Oh, that should be-
where
I mean, he
everybody
needs to be
probably
tackled.
He probably does it at that time too, because you have to go 15 miles an hour, which is almost stopped. I mean,
So you get a good look.
when you're going
get
15
a
miles
good
an hour,
look.
you're barely moving.
Oh, we should have a video of that guy.
I couldn't. He came upon. It was just like he was there. I was like, oh my God. And so he's walking right through the school zone and everything. I was just like, I'm sure everybody was just like, wow.
I want to see
I
it.
think that's
Okay.
illegal. I think it's legal, unless you're turgid. You're not allowed to be
Yeah.
visibly turgid.
Yeah. Trace, I gotta see it.
I gotta see this guy.
Like the nudist colony. I got to see it.
Go,
Gotta see
the
it.
time the lights are flashing for the school zone, he's probably there, goes through there every day, just to be a weirdo.
And everybody's like, "There's nothing we can do about it."
Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree with how he was walking. Yeah, against the flow of traffic. You can't. Isn't that how it used to be?
That's how I
and
would
they
ride
changed it.
That's how I would ride a bike. I wouldn't ride a bike with some people coming up
no.
me from behind. But the thing is, he's walking in the bike lane. There was a sidewalk right beside up.
Well, he's got to
right
get
beside
close
him.
so you can see his dick.
Yeah, I mean, as closer the better.
You not get it?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
So it's definitely intentional. Definitely intentional.
Yeah, I think so. He's wanting people to take a look at his dick strap down there. It was quite
Yeah.
a sight.
I mean, I'm not. There's no way in the world I'm trusting just random people in cars to not hit me while I'm completely oblivious to them behind me.
Yeah, me neither. I would never even ride in a bike lane. It's way too close to
I
people
don't even-
going 60 miles an hour. You're 1 foot away from them.
I mean, distracted people going 55, 65 miles an hour.
see
They're on their
people-
phones.
See people run off the road all the time. You know, like into just the, they don't go
Yeah,
off
swerving.
into the, grass, but they're always going over the line because they're on their phone.
I mean, there's been a couple times in my life where I've drifted a little and somebody's been walking. I'm like, oh my fucking God.
Almost
You
killed.
know? I didn't see that guy walking real close to the road. Dumbass.
They shouldn't even make that. Shouldn't even be legal, man. We should just make. I think in a perfect society we could have sidewalks everywhere.
I can't believe like people don't die on 54, like going here to the shop
Yeah.
on that one long stretch past the airport. They got that bike lane. I can't believe you see people walking and
Yeah.
rucking. See
Yeah.
people rucking. by
What's
the
a
side.
rucking?
That's when you put weights in a backpack and you walk.
Is that why they got backpacks
Yeah,
on?
it took me a while to figure that out.
Oh,
They're
I was
ruck-
like, why?
I know, I did
guy
too.
Always carry a backpack.
So is he homeless? No, he's rucking.
Rucking.
Carry a bunch of weight in a backpack and walk. It's supposed to be really hard.
Yeah, fuck that. It's like climbing the Everest.
Exactly.
Rucking.
Oh my God.
It's like that. Carrying a bunch of weight a long way is like the worst thing ever.
Ruck up Mount Everest. Fucking stop it.
It's coming, Trace.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna ruck up Mount Everest. Here's a
So you won? He won the DraftKings this week.
Who did?
$25.
Your dad.
Oh
I
man.
killed. I had like
Rah-rah.
170 points, man.
Quit now. You're
I
ahead.
killed it.
You'll
I
never
killed
win
it.
again.
I know.
70 points.
I think I got
$24.
enough. I think I got enough money to finish the season.
It was like good because I
hopefully.
don't have any money left. In.
Yeah, I was my last
He came
bet.
in first, A Maiden Devil second, Angry Ginger third, D James fourth, and J Waka Flocka fifth. I came in 10th. One of my guys was out right after it started. He hurt himself. But hey, if you want to join us.
It's always next
Contact
week, babe.
J Waka Flocka and get in on the league. It's fun. You get to. I like that one better because you get to choose your team.
Yeah,
each week.
that's fun. I prefer the just the change your lineup every week deal.
Yeah, I like that.
There's so many injuries, and that you realize it when you do a fantasy. We did the ESPN fantasy draft,
Yep.
and you realize how many guys get injured and are out for the season. Because you'll have maybe 2 or 3 guys on your team. They're done for the year. It's a brutal sport. 'Cause here's with brutal fans. Here's the Philadelphia Eagles fans pelting San Francisco 49ers fans with snowballs.
No, I do. I'm getting the whole thing.
Now is that?
Like, you think that's the whole game?
That's what I'm wondering.
Or is it over? Because everybody's standing up. Man, they're getting pelted.
Surprised they don't do that.
Man,
I mean, you look at it and you think it's just a bunch of people playing around. Oh, those Eagle fans. They're probably like, "Fuck you,
Yeah.
fucking eat this fucking snow, bitch."
I think they are. It's like I would if I was an opposing fan. I wouldn't even go to an Eagles game. And I'm not, or I would. I'm not wearing. I'd wear an Eagles jersey. I'm not wearing the jersey of my team. That's the kind of place where you're going to get sucker punched on your way out. You see these guys just walk up to other
Why?
fans.
What's wrong with these people?
Because you don't believe in the same bunch of millionaires that I believe. And they're fucking lunatics.
It's just maybe the people in Philly at one point were a little more rowdy, and so they started saying the Eagles fans are the craziest fan.
Yep,
But once you
yep.
tell a big group of people
Yep.
that they're the craziest fans,
They
in
got to
the
live
world,
up to it.
That's
they
what
got
it is.
they got to live
That's
up
what it
to it
is.
so hard. I mean, you can tell these people are just like and you kind of think they can do whatever they want for some reason. as well.
It's mob mentality.
It
yeah,
is.
And yeah, they want to live up to it, and yeah, so screw the Philly fans. It's not. It's like they're not the craziest fan. They're the biggest asshole fans.
Yeah.
I think so.
It's quite a claim to fame.
Luis says Artie Lang joked that sitting with an Eagles fan was the closest he's ever been to a Klan rally.
I think even if you maybe you're not super into football, but you hear, that Phillies fans are crazy and you can go act a fool at this game. I'm thinking many Eagles fans are just crazy people that started liking the Eagles so they could go to the game and just act like a maniac.
with a bunch of other maniacs.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. I think we got 15 more seconds of these people getting pelted.
Oh my God.
Are you sharing that?
Sean, come on, Deshaun. Yeah!
They're taking him out. Look.
They're making them leave.
They're making the other team
I don't know. Maybe it was because it was just too much of a. They couldn't. The easier to get them out of there than try to stop all
maybe
those thugs from throwing snowballs.
I mean, they'll probably take him somewhere maybe to watch the game or give him some
Yeah.
Eagles jerseys and new seats.
Yeah, they'll just That's the so don't go to Eagles games in your home team jersey, man. You're just asking for it.
Maybe some people don't know that.
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah,
they just
probably.
go to a
Just
game and they don't know that they're crazy.
I mean,
you're just a casual fan.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and it's there's a hint of it at every sports game you go to, Just there's always that drunk guy walking out of the stadium that's just like, if you got the opposite team jersey, I was like, boo! And
Yeah.
Well,
and then when you start booing, and then everybody will start booing. I've been in, I think leaving a Lightning game, just people booing the other team, and then everybody starts booing, and now the whole stairwell's booing, boo!
and it could escalate to where you
real
kick
quick.
the guy's ass. I think it's definitely the mob mentality.
I think snowballs are dangerous. Snowballs escalate things because it you don't.
It looks like a violent act.
Throwing anything at anybody seems like a crime unless it's a snowball. Like, I just feel like I could throw. If I was going down a big thing, like if I was there, it would be hard for me not to throw a snowball.
Yeah,
at these
that looks like
people.
fun. It looks like fun.
And there's no evidence.
Yeah.
Just breaks up.
All right, let's take a break. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with more ClusterF. Thanks for tuning in.
Ned Show, what's up?
Ned, is that you?
That's me, sir.
Hey, this is Sloppo Willie.
Slop O Willie. That's a disgusting moniker, sir.
Yeah, Sloppo, you don't remember me?
Why would I remember you? Sir, I've got early onset dementia.
Oh, well, I guess it wasn't really my face she was looking at out in the mangroves.
Oh, I remember you now. You're that meth head with the map of Japan on your back. Just kidding. I'll put that there. Hey, what's up, it's Ned. Go ahead. Make an idiot out of yourself. God.
Ned, need more Indian music on there.
I love the show, Ned. The only thing that I think would make it better is if you took some vice grip on your bizzalls and tightened them a little bit every second until your bizzalls pop. Talk to you later, Ned.
It's 420, Ned. 420.
Ned, I don't want to speak with your answering machine. I need to speak to you one-on-one, just mano a mano. Okay, listen. A deep conversation with you is what I'm really lusting after. Hello, Nedley. Jesus Christ. Ned, man, when I think about you, I feel like
Ned, this is Dan. The song by Maynard kicks ass. Good pick, good selection. Play more of them. Keep it up.
Ned, don't you know you left a big lump on my head in the mangroves last night? Where is my wine bottle?
Hey, Ned, turn it off. I seen Cowhead over there dry humping on the back of a sheep. You got him stirred up. Cowhead is trying to hump the farm animals. You stirring him up. Ned!
Hey, Ned, I need a bedtime story, you old bastard.
You're a crazy old and we love you.
Wow.
Ned Show, what's up?
What's up, Ned?
What's up?
I was walking home from work and I heard a couple of your commercials, and I kind of find it ironic. You got a commercial about vaccination, and then you got that autism commercial, and vaccination is so linked to fucking autism.
Well, sir, we can't help it if our commercials are ironic, and our personal beliefs, we have to keep out of that because we're trying to make some money, and we will sell our souls.
Yeah, I dig it. I sell my soul all the fucking time.
I mean, what are you going to
do?
do?
I also got to ask you, how much of a bonus would it be to get a Blumpkin while you're doing an upper decker?
Wow, while you're doing an upper decker. I mean, that really would make you the man, I believe.
That would make you the fucking man. More of the man than D. Nedley Mandinko.
Has that ever happened to you, sir?
No, but I actually just kind of fantasized about it today while I was thinking about the glory hole that I want to go to later.
I was going to go to the glory hole, but instead I'll be filming my new video, 2 girls and 1 Blumpkin. God.
Wow.
Bubba 98.7.
Hey, Ned, I had a question. I was listening to Bubba Court, and can you tell me what an jackhammer is?
An jackhammer would be a device that you place a large on and then plug it into the wall and jackhammer a...
Oh my, is that legal?
In certain states, with consent.
And that was going on in the studio, my God. I'm surprised you didn't stick around for that.
Sir, the jackhammer is child's play. I go home and use the wrecking ball on my wife.
All right, Ned, you take it easy.
I appreciate the call, sir.
Wow.
Bubba 98.7, Ned here, and I'm out the door.
So 10-4, good buddies. This is the Flannel Bandit signing off, saying, you bring the tramp stamps, and I'll bring the nipple clamps. God. Night out.
Hey, Rich Doggy. Rich Doggy in the house. Bacon on Oh, yeah. Yeah! Let's get this started. Why you so crazy like a ball? He's crazy! Oh, wait, you're not crazy cause you lay on... Oh, you're too lazy! Rich Doggy! Rich Doggy! Kitty, you should rename yourself Lazy Doggy. Whoa! You're also best friends with Rich Kitty. Rich Kitty! Because you're both rich. Both rich! We get it! You're so crazy I can squeeze you. Squeeze you like a stick! Because you're so skinny. I can crack you like you're like a little stick. I can break ya! I hate this. I hate this song. But I'm still singing it. I like you. You don't like me. You're so annoying. As known as Rich Kitty. Hey! Little Rich Doggy! Rich Doggy! Why you right here right now? Why? Rich Kitty! Rich Kitty! Friend, but I hate her and you. You're so crazy. The friendly animals, like, friendly pit bulls. Oh wait, there is no such thing as that. Maybe because you're the crazy pit bull, but tell you something too. I have my approval that you can say that about you on your essay. Yeah. That is your approval! You so crazy! Crazy! You don't know how to act. Even your mama can't fix that. Like a rock. Even your mama couldn't fix that. Hey, Rich Doggy. You're in the house! You so crazy like a little boy. Oh, wait, they're not crazy, they're just lazy. Just like you're just as lazy as one. And this is crazy. Yeah. Rich Doggy.
Welcome back to ClusterF. Don't forget the Hang tomorrow night. The Hang tomorrow night at 6 p.m. live. McCulligan says we're missing the boat. Not doing a video for Rich Doggy on TikTok. You're right. That's what the people want. That's 1 million views right there. Trace's questionable cat. He says, I'm hyped for work now. That's what Rich Doggy will do for you. It would be a good video. It's hype. Got the Sean Raz shitty song of the week. Let me check out what he's got for us this week. Last week it was the I should play that one again. The Latin MAGA song, because it was a good tune. You know, usually these message videos don't have such good hooks and stuff. Oh, let me get rid of this. Here's a Bubba Sparks. Just Don't Know featuring Adam Calhoun. I think I'd rather hear this one. Hit it, Cheech. Probably gonna give me an ad. Yeah, give me an ad.
What are you trying to do?
We're going to play the Sean Rashidi Song of the Week, but first I'm playing MAGA Forever. Just a little bit. I don't care about the political message. I want to know whether it's a good song or not. I don't know. See, like, I don't even understand. Like, so if you're not MAGA, does that mean you're an operative from the federal government? Is that what they're saying, or is that some new slang term I don't know about?
Yeah.
Usually, an op is an operative. I don't. Fuck off or fall. You gotta love immigrants saying to close the border. You know it's bad. You know it's time to close the border.
I went and copped the rebound. They flying me to Mar-a-Lago with my cousin G now. They saying Trump Latinos got the keys to the street now. Them Democrat cities, they book me, it's gonna be a fee now. We just trying to make America great. Stop the hate. Democrats want you to live and die on Section 8. Shout out my conservative.
That's true. Democrats want you to live and die on Section 8. That's been that's a big platform of the Democratic Party, is keeping people in poverty for their entire lives, because that's a cash cow for the government. They can steal lots of money when you got lots of poor people dependent on the government.
Women, I'm talking Carrie Lake. I want me a Bible thumper. You could keep the Kim K. Biden, that's a knot. Obama, that's a knot. Kamala, she a knot. Newsom, that's a knot. Denny's, they some mops. Rhinos, they some mops. Hamas, they some mops. Deep state, they ops. Then you end up, up. If you ain't mad, then you end up, up. If you ain't mad, then use up.
It's a good hook, man. It's a good hook. I don't like this guy. That's a good tune now.
Wasn't bad.
That was a rare approval. That was a very rare approval. Here's Bubba Sparks, They Just Don't Know, featuring Adam Calhoun.
Hey, Bubba, you remember when you were like, let's quit our jobs. Let's be famous rappers. You were like, we're going to see our name in the lights. You remember that shit?
Yeah, I remember. And I still don't think you get it, dude. What I always say, man.
I don't know, something about destination, journey.
That's right. The journey's the destination, and the destination is the journey. How do we have known it was going to turn out this fucked up if we hadn't went on and tried it and seen for ourselves?
This journey sucks. We're broke and we're like has-been rappers.
Who's a has-been?
Adam Calhoun finally talking sense.
Right?
Oh, me a has-been?
Yeah.
Well, you're a never will be.
How can we be has-beens and never will be's at the same time?
I think that makes us pretty special.
Special ed.
Whoa! Hey, Cal, what's happening? Bubba, baby!
What was Bubba Sparks' song? Do you remember his song? Oh, okay.
Are you sliding on
them? Damn it,
feels.
I got it.
It's good to be me. I know some don't get it. What you get is what you see. Damn, it feels good to be me. Ain't nobody about nothing, so it ain't nothing else to be. Damn, it feels good to be a country son gone. I love to represent, that's where he coming from. Damn, it feels good to be a country son gone.
You can tell already that I ain't gonna like this.
This is getting wacky.
That's the Bubba Sparks part. I can't even wait till the Adam Calhoun part starts.
It ain't no other me, yeah, I'm a one-on-one. And I was born in mine, ain't gotta put.
What was that?
That guy on the left is Bubba Sparks.
He sure has changed.
Yeah.
I don't even recognize him.
Popping right here, I wish you would look wrong. Yeah, I was born in mine, ain't gotta put none on. That Apple Fruit Company, they make a good little phone. That good little phone.
What? Apple Fruit Company? What is he talking about? Over my head. Apple Fruit Company.
Well, Apple.
That should close caption.
I don't know, man.
I need to close. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna close. It says on that Apple Fruit Company, they make a good what? On that Apple Fruit Company, they make a good phone.
Apple.
Wow, that's some good stuff right there, man.
Might be stuck on wrong till you roam home. When it's just me and a bunch of clones, I feel so alone. Hey, Cal, that's a big dog, went and got it on his own. Y'all can be the king of crap, that's a funny sin throne. I'm just getting grown, but I ain't getting old. Went ahead and put the mittens on, cause it was getting cold. Third time you hear him pissing.
Put the mittens on.
What is he talking
He's just
about?
rhyming to rhyme.
He
I mean,
is.
when the rhyme is putting the mittens on because you're getting cold. I mean, what are you talking about?
That mean they finna fall. That boy come yonder, he gon' get your business told. This shit is back in no commode on top of Michelob. Uncle G used to sip it slow, 2-pack of Winston smoke. I take a 60-minute soak when I'm in Minnesota.
I think it's really easy to rhyme. It's a lot easier to rhyme when you just kind of mumble it.
Yeah.
Because you just got to get close to a rhyme. You just go, whoa, whoa, everything is whoa, whoa.
Come on, we finna go. That minute's over. Damn it. Damn it.
We fixing to go. That minute's over.
Ver.
He didn't say that. The minute he didn't say over, he said oh.
What you get is what you see. Damn, it feels good to be me. Yeah. Ain't nobody about nothing, so it ain't nothing else to beat. And that's a funny thing.
Yeah, this is just, it's not really bad enough to make fun of. It's just bad.
well,
It's just very
Except
meat.
that look
Where
right
is he
there.
sitting? Like, it looks like he was at his grandma's house in a chair.
Maybe you're pairing a has-been and a never will be. And that's where they're living.
Homie really went insane. You ain't careful, then you might end up the same. And they just don't know. Homie really went insane. You ain't careful, then you might end up the same. And they just don't know. Feels good to
Oh, here we go. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. It's a-
Be me. I've been running with the dogs. Ain't no muzzle or a leash. Fuck a snake and a leech. Hit 'em long range, boy.
Fuck a snake and a leech. Hit him long range, boy.
You
What?
going leech hunting? He's going leech hunting.
What?
Maybe he is.
Leech hunting.
Got some reach, and I ain't never seen them hanging letters from a tree. Look, Lord forgive them, they don't listen, I can't understand it. Shoot they shit up where they live at, now they homeless. Little orphan Annie, I ain't never had shit. Got no money from my daddy.
Oh my god, this guy's a joke. What?
Can you shoot a house up so much that the people go homeless? They made it unstructurally sound.
What, their house? Their
Yeah,
house
they
there?
said shoot up their house and make them homeless.
Well, with these guys,
10,000 rounds.
they stole your 10,000 round clip trays.
This ain't what you looking for. Leave them crooked on the porch. Feed them to the hogs, fried up. Yeah, I fuck with pork. Most my life I've been pork.
Yeah, fuck with
Feed it
pork.
to them hogs, fry up. Yeah, I with pork most of my life. I've been poor. What?
It's just nonsense.
Thought I'd end up dead or popping like a summer bitch. You know I brought my friends for it. Fuck yeah, it feels good to be me. I got models I've been skeeting and they leaking on the sheets.
And models I've been skeeting on. They be leaking on the sheets. What is that? I don't know what kind of trash talk that is. It's like trying to clear the room. Are you trying to clear the room? Everybody's like, yeah. I mean, that's just gross for gross sake.
I don't even know what day it is. I'm sleeping on the beach and I ain't doing features. Let's just bubble on the beat.
Damn, it feels good to be me. I see some, don't get it. What you get is what you see. Damn it.
See, Adam Calhoun don't do features. He doesn't do features. He's his own man.
Feels good to be me. Ain't nobody about nothing, so it ain't nothing else to beat. And that's a funny thing. Homie really went insane. You ain't careful, then you might end up the same. And they just don't know. Homie really went insane. You ain't
What is going on?
Yeah, that's a band. That's.
careful, then you might
And
end
you
up
girls
the same. And
sit here at the table sucking on lollipops.
What the fuck is up with that?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
they just don't know.
Boo. Boo. Terrible. Terribly mediocre. Mediocre.
Yeah.
It's like, man, what? I don't even know what it was. I have no idea what that was about.
No, it wasn't about anything, was it?
It was the biggest bunch of nonsense lyrics I ever heard in my life. There's no point. I think they were really trying to make a point too. They were really, you just don't know, man, what we're talking about. Oh, there it is. Maybe it's brilliant. You just don't know what we're talking about because we're making no sense. The joke's on us. Bubba Sparks and Adam Calhoun. Adam Calhoun's right up there with Demon Jones.
Yep.
And the most hated most hated rappers.
Hey, we found
of
out,
the
figured
ClusterF
out
show.
what those vultures were all hanging around.
Oh yeah, I got a picture of them vultures.
What were they doing?
On the other side of the gate, out in those woods right out there, there was a dead buck.
Really?
Yeah.
Kind of in that little patch of woods there.
Like he got shot and wandered.
I don't
in
know.
there?
I didn't go. I could see it. Berlin saw it. You know, she could see the vultures in there, and she pointed it out to me. But I didn't. You know, I didn't want to go in to see if like it had a. You know, I'm not gonna. It stinks. It's old, and they probably already tore it up, and you wouldn't be able to see anything.
Yeah. Wonder why. Wonder if he got hit by a car.
I don't. It's either. Yeah, I imagine it would probably either be hit by a car or somebody shot it. So you gotta.
And it ran off. You mean?
Yeah.
So when you're hunting, you gotta kill it.
Well, you're
dude,
supposed
before-
to. You're supposed to. Yeah,
Supposed to what?
You're supposed to, be a good shot and make sure you kill the deer.
Yeah. And go chase it. I bet somebody lazy just sitting in their yard out here shot it.
Just got away.
Supposed to track them.
Oh, here's the vulture. Vultures, they were all over our yard. We were trying to figure out why these vultures. They were out there like pecking at this soccer ball.
Practicing dragging it.
Because vultures are really stupid. And
I think they're smart.
They might be
smarter than a sandhill crane.
And the deer's about 75 yards over here, and that's what's going on.
The vultures can comprehend that they're in a road and cars come down roads, and we need to get this carcass off the road.
They do.
They do. They drag it off. It's pretty smart. That's pretty smart, ain't it?
I think so.
We should have got. There's a couple vultures on the porch. That's why we were like, why is there a
Never had
vulture?
a vulture
There's
on
a
my
vulture
porch.
on the porch. He's like right in front of the front door. I was like, that doesn't seem like a good omen.
Now, how does do they just eat rotten meat, or do they not eat rotten meat, or
Yeah,
what is?
They eat, I think, whatever.
Clean up carcasses.
Fresh meat, rotten meat.
How come everything? Like, what do they got in their system to where they can eat rotten meat? No, nothing else. You see a dead fish from red tide. There ain't a bunch of sharks coming and eating all the dead fish. Nothing eats rotten nothing.
I mean, why aren't we studying vultures, man? We need to get some of that vulture juice.
Yeah.
That kills everything.
You can just eat rotten food.
You can eat what they could eat. Whatever rotten food they want, and then they're A-okay. That's a kind of a interesting way to evolve. How do you evolve that?
Yeah, if you just take something rotten and give it to it, it'll eat it and be fine. Like nothing else does that, right?
It's looking for it. It's like, they're up there just going, we smell something rotten. Meow.
Then they kind of chill out, like they were chilling at your house, like waiting for it to rot more.
Easier to eat. They're lazy. Easier to pick apart. But that's good, Otherwise, it'd sit there and smell for a long time.
Yeah, they're nature's clean up. They clean it up. Anything that's
They
rotten,
pick it clean.
Pick it up.
Yep,
Vultures
nature-
are capable of breaking down rotten meat, and their stomachs are extremely adaptive to rotting corpses filled with disease and bacteria.
See why?
Yeah.
Why? What is in their stomach that kills all disease? We need vulture juice, man. Why does nobody even thinking of that? Nature made vulture juice that kills all the bacteria, but
They
we
eat
can't.
mammals, reptiles, birds, fish. They said it's rare for vultures to kill an animal that's alive, but they frequently prey upon sick or dying animals.
You got to be pretty sick, I think, for the vultures.
Yeah.
I think you got to be pretty sick for the vultures to come after you.
Is it all a smell thing, or they're flying? They're just cruising up high all the time. Are they looking for something and can see really good?
That's like deep in those woods. They can't see.
So are they smelling it?
I think they
have to
smell.
smell it.
I think. There's.
And I saw them circled. They were they were way high too. It's like, how do you smell something up there?
They got the big time smellers for sure.
Yeah.
They can smell.
Big time sniffers.
They got the big time sniffers.
Well, now, if I laid out in the yard for a whole day, vultures aren't going to start gathering around me, pretending I'm dead.
I think there's so much food for vultures, and all this roadkill.
Wesley
And
Chapel,
I think there's plenty of food for vultures. But I think if you're alone in the desert, and they, there's not a lot of meals, they see something moving
Might follow
slow.
ya.
They see something moving slow. They're probably
Yeah.
like, oh, let's just hang out for a while. Then if you're on the ground for a while, they might come after you.
Man. Yeah, I mean, do you think are vultures like almost completely in abundance in Florida because of roads?
I would imagine. Yeah.
I would think if there wasn't roads everywhere, there not a lot of things would just die randomly, and there'd almost be no vultures. But there's just so many, there's so many dead animals on the side of the road that the population of vultures is out of control.
I think that's probably it. It's got to be. What else? Because what else is dying? I mean, the animals are always dying, but I think that roadkill. You see roadkill. There's one a mile around here.
I mean, you find a dead animal in the woods, you're like, what the fuck? How did this thing die? Like, what happened to this? How what didn't eat it or whatever? But you see an animal on the side of the road 10 times a day.
And they get picked clean pretty quick.
What is this? It says when carcass has too thick a hide for its beak to open, it waits for larger scavengers to eat first. And then it says vast numbers have been seen upon battlefields. What's that mean, battlefields?
Dead soldiers.
What
Eating dead soldiers. No, they don't talk about that, do they?
No.
They don't give you that history lesson about the vultures eating all the dead bodies. Don't tell you that. Don't tell you that at all. Why did you send me this Jack Harlow deal, babe? Just because you.
What's your Jack Harlow, Mark?
I can't remember if we were talking about
The worst?
Who's the worst rapper of all time?
Jack Harlow. Fuck you, Jack Harlow.
Who's the worst rapper of all time?
The worst? Jack Harlow. Fuck you, Jack Harlow.
She's no hesitation.
Who's the worst rapper of all time?
The worst? Jack Harlow. Fuck you, Jack Harlow.
He's so bad. It's like
he's not good.
It's like if you're an African American rapper, you gotta be going, man, and you can't quite make it. If you're Tizo touchdown, you're like this Jack Harlow. It's like they've obviously chosen him, and he's the golden boy now, and they're gonna pump him up. And he was on the halftime show, and he's got a #1 hit out of nowhere. I heard it one time, and now they say it's a #1 hit, and it's terrible. It's like all his music is terrible. He's a very.
I mean, it's so weird how they prop up a guy like this. Like. What are they trying to find, the next Eminem or something? Like, I mean, Eminem was the best rapper ever. Like, I mean, you can go to like almost any rapper, and they'll tell you that Eminem's the best rapper ever. But Jack Harlow, I mean, is nothing.
But so they're trying to make him, as popular as Eminem, but without
the talent,
without the lyrical talent. Eminem.
I think everybody in the entertainment industry was chosen in a way.
Yeah, it's all nepotism and cronyism and chosenism.
Look at that other email I sent you that says the one that just says
monkey or weird monkeys.
The weird monkeys are weird too, but look at the monkey one. Look at this monkey's face. It's like some kind of human.
Oh, I saw this. I saw this. It's so human. His expression is so human.
Just look at that thing.
Man.
Isn't that weird? It's like
something out of a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like his lips are sewn shut.
I mean, just shave that face, man, and it'd look like it'd be a person. You wouldn't even notice.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like an old man. What's going on? He's still gonna just bite your face off. He's not. You think he's thinking some deep monkey thoughts? No, he's like, I'm gonna bite your face off.
I'm not. I'm thinking he's thinking some human thoughts.
Kind of very rare and the
geese
golden langur.
Yeah.
Never heard of it. Never seen it. Never heard of it.
But next time we'll look at those other ones, the weird-looking monkeys. There's some weird-looking monkeys. It says about the vultures, it says, contrary to some accounts, they do not projectile, because I always heard this, projectile vomit on their attacker in defense. but to lighten their stomach load to ease takeoff. The vomited meal residue may distract a predator so the bird can escape.
That's good to know. No, see, nice.
Was that a vulture?
Yeah.
No, man, I heard they shit on their legs to make them, to sanitize them. That's what I heard. I think they shit on their legs to sanitize their legs.
They might. Because
the acid kills the bacteria on their legs
because
from
their
walking
legs
around in dead animals all day.
Their legs are but I mean, they eat the dead animals, so they're. Why are they worried about bacteria? Maybe I guess your legs could get
Use
infected.
this dead animal shit to clean my legs.
It's vulture talk. Why
I mean-
don't you want me to see the weird monkeys today?
Oh, you can. You can.
I want to see the weird monkeys.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool video.
There's one.
Oh, jeez.
Not this again.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Don't watch it.
I ain't watching it, buddy.
4. Evergreen presents.
Oh, give me a double shot. Boo.
No, this is it.
Oh, this is it. Okay. Here we go.
Number 10. White-faced saki.
It's an ass-faced monkey.
Ass-faced monkey.
One of the most distinctive creatures in the monkey family is the white-faced saki, and is found in France, Guyana, and Venezuela.
France. You wouldn't think that France has monkeys.
Those French white-faced monkeys.
I had no idea there was monkeys in France. Hot damn.
It has a unique, distinctive face covered in white fur, whereas the rest of the body is black in color. It is an
Weird,
arboreal
man.
creature and mostly lives and travels swinging from tree to tree.
Okay, thank you for telling me this about the monkey.
Swings
It
from
feeds
tree
on
to tree like no other monkey.
Nuts, seeds, insects, and all the eatables that can be easily found near the trees.
Oh, this is quite a long
It doesn't
list
usually,
of monkeys.
Yeah, it doesn't usually. I mean, say too much. You can forward over what they have. Look at that.
Number
one.
9, Tarsier.
That's a good. This is a good one to watch though. To watch the whole thing about
Look at that thing. Look at that thing.
what it does.
On thinking of a monkey.
It's like a naked dude up in a
It
tree.
does. Look at that.
Big eyes.
The word fragile might not come to mind, but Tarsier breaks that mold. It is a monkey species resembling
It's like a
to
frog.
lemur.
It's like a
It
frog.
is. It's a frog.
fingers
It's a
and big-
monkey frog.
Guys like owls.
Or frog.
It is found in the islands of Southeast Asia and is a nocturnal creature. It has a small body of up to 10 to 15 centimeters and a
10 to 15 centimeters.
That's fucking
What is
teeny
that?
tiny, man.
It's like less than a foot, right?
Yeah.
Like 6 inches or something like
Yeah.
long, slender tail about 20
that.
centimeters.
Creepy, man. The creepy. Those eyes.
In addition to their physical weirdness, they also possess high-pitched voices, which are used to scare off predators and also for
I gotta
singing.
hear this.
They're not going to give you the high pitched
The
voice.
Tarsier.
No.
What?
They're not going to give you
Look
the
how
high pitched.
tiny though. He's holding it like.
Around due to its inability to walk. In case of any disturbance, these
What kind of life is this? You're just like this all your life. Can't walk.
But listen,
What?
Listen, don't talk over the end of it.
Okay.
You gotta hear what it does.
weird-looking creatures tend to commit suicide by hitting their head on a solid surface.
When it gets scared, you pause it right at the.
When it gets scared, it commits suicide.
If it's like if there's a predator or something trying to get it.
That's a great defense technique.
Ability to walk. In case of any disturbance, these weird-looking creatures tend to commit suicide by hitting their head on a solid surface.
Isn't that weird?
What
Just
are you
breezed
talking-
over that.
What are you talking about?
There's suicidal monkeys, man. The first thing that tries to kill them, they just off themselves.
Predator comes and they just say, "Oh crap!"
I'm out.
Maybe being eaten by a fucking tiger sucks ass so bad.
Maybe being eaten alive is so bad that nature, made this defense for them.
And you're this monkey that you can barely jump from tree to tree, and you can't walk. if something spots you, you just end it. It's over.
You got to do it. You got to make sure you do the head first dive. Get your body hitting his head on a hard surface. I'd never.
Who would think a monkey?
I gotta do some research on that later. This is
understand.
I'm trying to say most animals aren't suicidal, but this monkey's proving me wrong.
One animal that's suicidal.
And it's such a weird suicidal thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's suicidal, I guess, to save himself from a horrible death. It's kind of bizarre. All right, let's take a break and take the kid to school.
Finish the other monkeys later.
Yeah, at a later date.
We'll see.
It's a lot of monkeys.
A lot of monkeys.
There was 10 of them.
10 monkeys.
We got the current event quiz coming up when you get back.
All
When you
right.
get back from taking the kid to school, we'll be right back with more ClusterF.
Hey, what's up? It's Ned, and it's time for another Neditorial. That's where I take a big, giant load of my truth and force it deep into your eager, hungry, quivering brain. God. Today I'd like to talk about the violence in the Gaza Strip. Now, since most of you don't know where or what the Gaza Strip is, I'm going to make it quick. Plus, every 20 or 30 seconds, you'll hear this.
Boobies.
That's right, a female saying the word boobies. Here we go. So the Gaza Strip is located in Israel, and it's home to the Palestinians. Now, the Jews hate the Palestinians, and the Palestinians hate the Jews. And they'll never stop hating each other, because they've been fighting for thousands of years.
Boobies. Boobies.
Now, lately, the Palestinians have been shooting thousands of rockets at Israel on a daily basis. Because, let's face it, if you take almost 2 million people that hate you and stuff them all in a strip of land the size of a postage stamp, they tend to want to blow you up.
Big giant boobies.
But what's the solution? The Israelis took this land fair and square in the Six-Day War of 1967. But some people say they should give the land back. But do I want the United States to give back all the land we took from the Indians? No. So the only choice Israel has is to roll into Gaza every decade or so and pimp slap them. Bitch, I told you not to fire no more rockets.
Tiggle bitties.
So that's the Gaza Strip conflict in a nutshell. The Palestinians are going to shoot rockets at Israel and then hide in playgrounds and hospitals, and Israel's going to blow up playgrounds and hospitals to get back at the Palestinians. Because they're fighting a never-ending war. A war based on the Palestinians' belief that their invisible man in the sky wants them to live in the godforsaken Israeli desert. And the Israelis believe that their invisible man in the sky says Israel belongs to the Jews. It's a hopelessly impossible stalemate with no solution.
Huge swaying jugs.
Or maybe I found the only thing the Middle East can agree on. Huge, swaying, pendulous
boobies.
Night out!
It all started at this little hole-in-the-wall bar on Bourbon Street. I was playing a game of 9-ball. Quadruple combo, 6 and 5 in the corner, 4 in the side, and 3 bacon in the corner. When I saw the worm, Dennis Rodman come in with his posse of freaks, thugs, and midgets. He sat down at a corner booth and plopped down an ample bag of cocaine. Well, this seemed like a situation I needed to get involved in, so I immediately sat down across the table from the worm and challenged him to a snort-off. Shit. No one had ever beaten Dennis Rodman in a cocaine snort-off before. But then again, he'd never met me. For the better part of an hour, we traded lines. Blow for blow, toot for toot. Finally, I'd had enough. I laid down a double line that looked to be 16 inches long and 2 inches wide. Then I went at it with both nostrils. Rodman was dumbfounded.
Shit, Ned.
Then he asked me if I wanted to go back to his place. Well, I played hard to get.
Come on, bitch.
But after 12 wild turkeys and a promise he'd show me his pierced taint, we left the bar. We got to Rodman's pad, and after a couple of hash brownies, 2 Isoxys, and 6 shots of mushroom tea, I was finally starting to sober up. Then Rodman pulled out a mysterious black velvet bag.
Yo, Ned, check this shit out.
Looked like we were about to do some toad licking. Well, then everything got foggy.
What are you doing to me? You're my bitch. Oh, yeah.
My penis?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You like that, Ned? Mommy. Oh, yeah.
I'm not quite sure what happened that night, but when I woke up, I was in a dumpster outside of Denny's, naked from the waist down, with my eyebrows shaved, my taint pierced, and my pubic hair in dreadlocks. No, wait, that was last night. Oh well, at any rate, I'll never forget that night. I don't remember with Dennis Rodman. Dear Penthouse, I'd like to tell you a story about a very satisfying plumbing job.
Uncle Ned, let's play Dollhouse.
Oh, great. Can I be Ken?
Yeah, he's Barbie's boyfriend.
He's a fucking queer. Just look at him.
Let's play. Turn on the Barbie radio. Hi, my name is Mercedes. Give me some $1 bills. I want to go to the VIP room.
What the hell? You're playing the Dollhouse with stripper whores. Where did you learn that?
Bubba the Love Sponge.
Jesus Christ. Turn that shit off.
Let's play the Bubba the Love Sponge game.
No way.
I'm Bubba. I'm Brent. And I'm Uncle Ned.
Go ahead, mark out all you want. I guess I'll be Spice Boy.
Yo, it's 6:30. I'm late as usual. Way too many totem poles, Brent.
Oh, man. You are all zipped up, Bubba.
Hey, Ned, how about your hat? It's off the Richter scale.
It's hot.
Ned Navy, say it.
Ned Navy, motherfuckers.
Sonic kicks ass. Hey, where's the ketchup for my taters? Spice Boy, get Damien in here.
Right away, Bubba.
What's up?
You know I need my ketchup, you little fizzag.
I'm sorry, Bubba.
Let's take some calls for Dr. Mizark.
I want to be Dr. Mark.
You sure?
Yeah?
You'll have to go to medical school for at least 3 weeks.
Bubba Show.
Yeah, I got my penis stuck in a car door, and I was wondering...
You need Viagra.
Yeah, Viagra will turn your 6-cylinder into a 12-cylinder.
12-cylinder, Bubba.
Shut up, Brent. Bubba Show.
Dr. Mark, I have a lump in my scrotum. Take 2 Viagra and call me in the morning.
Bubba Show.
Yes, my wife has an unsightly discharge.
1 Viagra for her and 6 for you.
Who's on the warm line?
Hootie.
What's up, T?
Just hanging out.
Are you on the toilet, Hootie?
No, brother.
We're the only show in America that has Hulk Hogan live on the show.
That's the best, Bubba.
Shut up, Brent.
Jesus Christ. This is about as compelling as a date with Terry Schiavo.
I'd like to send a shout out to Publix for the free She's Armin. That's some sizz-off toilet paper, brother.
It's hot. Oh, man. I love to stand up with a fistful of Charmin and wipe the night away. That's hot. You're such a nasty. Keep talking. You're a beast. Oh, that's hot. Oh, God. In the pants.
Hey, Bubba, don't forget that Manson bit. Cut 3.
Because you just won't quit with all this Bubba bullshit. Bubba, you're a big fat guy. Bubba, you're a big...
I don't think he liked it when I would have the kids sing. It was about him being fat.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't like that. I did a couple times. I tell he didn't like
fat
it.
Guy. Bubba, you're a big fat guy. Bubba, you're a big fat guy.
Beating it to death.
You're a dipshit. It's hard. Get out of here. Yo. Oh, God. In the pan. That's the best, Bubba.
All right,
Yo.
that's enough of that. That was good stuff. That was funny, intelligent, biting satire. I loved it.
That's nothing like the Bubba Show.
Exactly. Dumb it down. And better luck next time.
Uncle Ned.
Oh, hang on a second. Let me get my badass song here. Welcome back to ClusterF. The Hang, tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. The Hang with Mike and Matt. It's taking over. The Hang is taking over. Got the current events news quiz coming up. I think Donna's been eating your lunch, hasn't she, Trace?
I have no idea.
I think she's been eating, just decimating you and everything.
I thought I've been winning.
I don't think so.
I feel like a winner.
I guarantee you it doesn't matter. Your mom's gonna say she's been winning, so I think she's been winning.
Current events.
You know that? Yeah. You know the guy who jumped out of the plane. He's like a YouTuber, and he jumped out of the plane, and then let it crash in the desert.
Oh, I think so.
Dang it. Let me get rid of this stupid song. Yeah. So. This guy, let me play
and what, did he get in trouble for it?
Yeah, he got arrested. He just got sentenced. Let's check it out. Oh, yeah. I don't care about you, buddy. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess he hired somebody else to film it from above. Oh, it looks like that's about it. That's all she wrote. Man.
Wasn't as crazy as I was hoping.
No. I'd like to see the aerial view of it crashing.
I want to see it blowing up.
You can't see. Guess how much time he got.
I mean, what is he really? I mean, it looked rural enough for me. But I guess if you're the only person walking in that woods and an airplane just cuts you in half, you're going to be pretty upset.
I mean, it's in the middle of a godforsaken desert.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably nobody within miles. He got 6 months in federal prison.
Really?
Federal prison, no joke. 6 months in federal prison.
Nah, I still can't figure out jail and prison and how bad if people are just a raping and a killing.
I don't either. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't feel like it is. I feel like a lot of these, like prison shows, they have a lot of different types of shows about prison and being in prison. But everybody, you put a camera in front of a bunch of prisoners, they're all going to be showing off and saying they're the best and thinking they're the toughest. And, it's also, if prison wasn't exciting, they got to do something for the TV show to keep it.
I mean, it's much more exciting if you got rape and stabbings, every day in prison on the TV. They got to have it. So
they could be in a giant prison for filming for a year, and one guy got stabbed, but that's going to be the main part.
I think I'm getting raped if I go to prison. That's what I think.
Maybe.
I don't know. Because I've talked to we've talked to people on the shows and stuff, and they they act like it's not that prevalent. The rape. If
I mean, I've talked to people too. They said there was more consensual sex.
That's true, probably
than you would think.
Some dudes are so horny they don't care. It's like I gotta have a hole. I need a hot hole. For 6 months, I'm going to do this hot hole, and then I'll go back to the other hot hole.
Are they a criminal to begin with because they're lost, because they're homosexual, and the world won't accept them for them, and then they get thrown in the in prison, and they finally get the excuse of
that's true.
Gay for the stay.
Maybe. But so do you think? I think they have to do this. It says this guy exercised exceptionally poor judgment in committing this offense, and he committed this offense to generate social media news coverage for himself and to obtain financial gain. This type of daredevil conduct cannot be tolerated. I guess they got to do that because they can't have people.
Yeah, you can't have people
just can't have people letting planes go.
Maybe this guy was a good judge where to let the plane go, but somebody sees, he didn't get in trouble, and they're gonna go do it, but they're not as smart, and they do it in the, there's a highway they didn't see a couple miles away, and the plane flew further than they thought.
It's like I don't think there's anybody for 10 miles in this place.
No,
I mean, look, have you ever flown over that?
No, I don't think so.
I think when we went out to Vegas, we flew over. This is like is it Arizona or something, or New Mexico, and it's just in miles. I mean, there's nothing. There's just
what is that? What
there.
are those dirt piles, or are there
like
grass
mountains.
on them? Or
I don't know.
I can't tell
it's hard
exactly
to tell.
The vegetation of the
I think
place.
they're mostly rocks. I don't think there's much going on. It's a godforsaken wasteland.
Is there a lot of animals that live there? Or
I'm sure there's some, but I mean, there's not a lot to eat.
Yeah.
So it's just a wasteland. We'll figure out some way to infiltrate that wasteland and
blow it up
or tear it up or do something.
That's why I don't think we're from this planet, man. I think something happened. We're the only thing on this planet that's like not 100% efficient, and nothing even creates trash. Like there's never been another animal that has created one piece of trash ever. Like, I mean, you think it would have.
That's all we do is create trash.
I mean, not even like a whole garbage can full of trash a day. I'd say is like the average fan. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but one trash can about lasts us, every once in a while, it'll last us a couple days.
Yeah.
But most days, if you end up cleaning up off the coffee table or doing anything and putting a bunch of shit in usually one trash can a day filled to the top almost.
Yeah, we usually go a couple days around here, depending on if the girls are here.
Full, 2 a day.
If the girls are here. Yeah, it's a lot of trash. This is a weird story. Oh, jeez. Here's your mammy.
What's the
maybe?
Weird?
Is she?
Yeah, she's
her.
here. She's somewhere.
Okay. Tampa woman posed as homeschool student and molested a boy she met online.
Say what?
So she's
Say
like,
that again.
So she's like 20. Let's see how old is she? She's like 23, 24. And I got the story here. Your mom's already seen this story, so. It's like, this is not this is more like she's like an actual predator. An actual pedophile. Oh, we don't need that.
What is going on? Yeah.
22-year-old Tampa woman is facing charges after police say that she had an inappropriate...
22-year-old Tampa woman.
What is going on here? I gotta
relationship with a teen on social media.
And police think there could be more victims out there.
So she's like, that's her thing. She's 22 and she's into 14-year-old boys.
News Channel 8's Nicole Rogers is live in the Tampa newsroom, or rather in Tampa, with the very latest on the investigation. Nicole?
Stacey, Josh, good evening. These are crimes that the police chief describes as unsettling and disturbing. That 22-year-old...
Why, even you still think like somebody like this would look like a beast, But it's like why is it always a good-looking woman?
I don't know.
Why does it happen?
I don't know.
It's more times than not, right? They're not like an ugly at all. They're like, whoa, look at that. That girl's kind of pretty hot. Why is she fucking teenagers?
I mean, I guess, everybody's different, And maybe, you know, some women did, you know, just get swept off their feet by a charming 14. I don't.
This girl's out looking for him.
Yeah, this girl's out. Like the teachers, you know, I think a lot of them fall in love with these young men.
Woman is now facing several charges, we're told, all started on social media. 22-year-old Alyssa Zinger is facing charges.
See, I mean, she could just, you know, put on a miniskirt and go to the bar and have sex with the guy anytime.
Just about any guy.
About any time she wanted.
Yeah.
But no, she's into the 14-year-olds.
Charges after police say she had an inappropriate relationship with a boy between 12 and 15 years old. Tampa police tell 8 on Your Side Zinger made contact with the victim by posing as a 14-year-old homeschooled student.
So she had a whole scheme, a whole new identity that she'd go on and pretend to be a homeschooled student and lure him into unspeakable horrors. you know, I'm tired of these people glorifying this. She lured him into unspeakable horrors that he'll never forget. He'll never forget.
Never.
It's a horror.
Not for a day.
On Snapchat.
He was talking about it on his deathbed.
Detail how Zinger was in a romantic.
I was 14. This is his last words.
You're not gonna believe this.
Sonny, come here.
I mean,
I got a story to tell you.
You know, there's I don't know how split it is, like, to people who disagree with this point of view. And it's like, yeah, I'm not looking for my 14-year-old son to, you know, if I can stop him from having sex with a 22-year-old, I would. But I know that when I was 14, if this woman had come up to me, you know, and said, you know, met me online and said, come, you know, can I come over and have sex with you? I'd be like, this is the greatest day of my life.
I mean, my parents could ground me for the rest of my life. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm sneaking out.
Relationship with the teen from the end of May through the middle of September. The documents go on to allege Zinger recorded sex acts with the victim.
Oh, see, she's doing child porn.
After they.
What are you gonna say?
I mean, it is fucked up. They shouldn't be doing it. But it's just like when it's not that this isn't a big a deal. It's that the other one is such a big deal that you want to kill the person.
It's just different.
It's just different.
Yeah, see, so, Crystal Gale says, but if she got pregnant.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's not cool. It's not cool, but she didn't. So, I mean, this girl, she needs to be stopped because she's a predator. This is a rare case.
Yeah.
I've never heard of a woman who's actively seeking out multiple 14-year-old boys to have sex with and recording it. She's got something wrong with her.
Nah, I mean, it sounds like there could possibly be a dude forcing her to do this in some type of scenario. Pose as a kid online and then go get nude porn.
That could be
maybe she's getting paid for it.
I mean, that would make a lot more sense that she has a boyfriend and he's like really into watching her have sex with 14-year-old boys, and she does it for him. That makes more sense to me.
They had broken up and maliciously sent it to several of his classmates. Tampa Police Chief Lee Burkroff.
Who sent it?
What a lunatic!
She sent it?
She sent the videos to his classmates.
She's a
fucking lunatic!
What? She's so stupid. I could see that.
Yeah,
most of those girls would probably try to not get pregnant because they would think,
caught.
then I'm going to get in trouble. That's how I'm going to get caught. I'm going to be pregnant. But to do. What an idiot. I'm going to tell on myself. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she's so stupid that she doesn't know that it's illegal.
What a weirdo.
Released a statement saying, quote, "It is disturbing and unsettling to see an adult take advantage of a child and prey on them." It went on to read, "Anyone who may have been a victim of Zingers, we encourage you to come forward. The Tampa Police Department will support you and ensure a predator like Zinger doesn't cause you or others additional harm."
They will? How can they do that?
They can't.
It was my freshman year, and I was pretty much a loser. Didn't really have any friends, and then this 22-year-old banged me, filmed it, and sent it to everybody. And I'm the coolest kid in the school.
That's true. It's the reverse of
guardian angel
revenge porn. Yes, please send it to all my friends. But that's just. I mean, what? Yeah, what? So she's like in love with this because she's so mad that he broke up with her that she's
Okay, so if he's loving it so much, what'd he break up with her for?
because she crazy. See,
She's
even
crazy.
even before he's like, man, I've enjoyed having sex for the last 5 months, but this crazy old broad has got to go.
Yeah.
She probably started becoming possessive, and
Exactly.
he's like,
Well,
I can't move in with you. I'm 14. My parents won't let me.
I want to play video games and hang out with my friends. Get off me. Sex was great, but now she's knocking at her door like she's
gonna answer. Nobody's. They always do this.
Wouldn't that be crazy if she just did?
It would.
Hey!
We stopped by Zinger's home to hear her side of the story, but no one answered.
They always. Why do they always do that? Didn't you think they even go to the right door?
No, they got
Or is it
a
just
B-roll of a door. B-roll door.
Anytime you go to a house, you film knocking on the door.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Daniel Fernandez entered this written plea of not guilty, but his office tells 8 on Your Side they haven't received any evidence as they...
I'm gonna start doing videos of that, just knocking on, like, let's say it's somebody else, and so I went to Ron DeSantis' door. Hey, Ron, why don't we, just do it?
await Zinger's arraignment. Hillsborough County Public Schools
he
released
goes
this
on and
statement.
tells people that's what he's doing.
Oh,
That's a difference.
We're not gonna really do
I'm
it.
never gonna do it.
8 on Your Side saying, quote, "This did not happen at our school. However, we are grateful that a student felt safe enough to come to a trusted adult on campus, alerting them about this individual." It went on to read, "Our staff immediately contacted law enforcement so they could begin an investigation."
Can't wait to find out that how often she does this.
Tampa
Was she a
police tell 8 on
teacher?
Your Side.
No, she's just cheap.
Then why are they bringing the school into it at all? Why is the school even brought into it?
Yeah.
I guess because he sent a picture to
because it
all
was going
the
around
school
the
friends.
school,
Yeah.
at school probably. It became a whole. I mean, can you imagine if there's a video of that's going to get out and then it's going to be the hubbub of the whole school.
They believe that there are more victims out there. If you or anyone that you know have fallen victim to these crimes, you're being asked to call this number below, TPD. For now, live in Tampa, Nicole Rogers, 8.
So I'll be curious to see if they do any like the follow-up. We need the follow-up channel. All these stories,
I know we're gonna forget about it for sure in the next 10 minutes,
and they won't follow it up, so you won't even know.
Man, I've been watching my crypto. It's doing all right again. I'm just the other day it was going up like $100 and something bucks, and I was just sitting there like, man. What if this GeoJam just goes to $1 and I can fucking buy a nice ass house?
So you mean going up to $100 to you, not?
What? Yeah. It's. I've got I've made a couple $100, but it just, it was one of those stocks in my portfolio that was going up. What?
If it went up to $1, what would you make on it?
Like $300,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh. Can you imagine how fast he'd burn through that?
I mean, but
you'd enjoy it though. You'd enjoy that $300,000.
But all right, I'm thinking
I was
about.
gonna buy a house, but I blew it all before I could.
If you buy a house straight cash, you're pretty much. Hold up.
Jesus. That was violent.
Oh my God! It came out of nowhere. But you're pretty much set for life, right?
What? If you what?
If you buy a house cash. And now you don't have a mortgage?
No, you're not set for life. It'd be great, but you also have to pay the property taxes and the
how much
insurance.
is that? How much is property taxes on a $200,000 house?
Probably a couple thousand, maybe.
A year?
Yeah.
Well, I get to save up all that money from not paying a mortgage.
Yeah, I'm just saying you're not set for life because you still got your electric bill, your insurance, your car payment, so.
Plus,
I know. I'm saying I could probably have just like a normal shitty job for the rest of my life and be fine.
Yeah.
Probably,
upkeep on the house,
Yeah, but you could get by because you didn't have a mortgage. You'd be saving all that money.
They wouldn't be saving any money, though. They'd just be blowing
I'd be blowing it. Of course I would.
Then when the air conditioner went out and they went, I got to pay $8,000 for a new air conditioner? Well,
we wouldn't have AC for a couple months.
You wouldn't have AC for a couple years. Trace, can you get the buzzers and get ready for the current event quiz? Get my score pad.
And Trace, if you pay cash and you own your house outright, you don't have to have insurance.
Nice. I'm not
Yeah.
canceling that day one.
But if something happens to your house, of
burn
course.
it down day two. Partying.
Yep. But if you have a mortgage, you have to have insurance.
How much is insurance? I'm really talking.
$6,000
a year.
Yeah,
Fuck, man.
They
What
got
is the
you,
deal
man.
with
You're screwed, man.
4,000.
You got
in
you
Florida, it's sucks.
Your whole life is basically indentured servitude.
It is.
You know, you're gonna owe somebody your whole life and have to keep working. All right, you guys got your buzzers. You ready?
Oh yeah.
I do not have a buzzer. Trace is using both of them.
All right, hang on a second.
I know cats got fever, boys. I think we're gonna do another one.
Wait.
We're gonna do another one. Is that okay?
Is that okay?
This is a song. This is a little love song called Wang Dang Sweet Poontang.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yep.
All right, there might be a couple, 3 questions that go beyond D.
Okay.
Just letting you know, but I'm telling you which ones. So you just got to figure it out yourself.
All right. What is the whole category?
It's a current events news quiz. Current events news quiz.
Man, I'm gonna lose so bad.
Let's see if you guys have been paying attention to the show, because we talk about some of these things. Yeah, got mummy. All right, here we go.
Sometimes in school, when right before a quiz, man, I'd get real stoned, and even though I didn't study, I'd be like, I'm gonna go in there and fucking. There's nothing I don't know. There's nothing I don't know, and I'd go in there just like I got this. And then the first question, you're just like, what kind of fucking question is this? This is bullshit.
So he just took he spends the whole time on that first question because he's so high. All right, here we go. What is the name of the song that calls for Palestinian liberation? A. Moyle, don't go away mad, just go away. B. From the desert to the mountains. C. Welcome to the jihad. D. Blue suede Jews.
Welcome to the jihad.
Incorrect. Or E. From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Correct. Trace won, Donna 0, but that's how it usually starts out.
Yeah.
He'll choke in the end.
As soon as I get a little lead, I completely give up. That's how I do I always lose sports games that way. And
you have a fetish for losing.
I have a losing fetish. I think I do. I don't even like winning. When
Are you writing down the score?
Yes, I am. Donna 0, Trace 1. What is the name of the day that occurs the next week after Black Friday? A.
Taco Tuesday.
Cracker Monday.
Oh, I know what it is.
B. Mexican Monday. C. Generous Tuesday. Or D. Giving Tuesday. Donna.
Giving Tuesday.
Correct. Giving Tuesday. Whatever. I'm tired of all these days. I'm tired of every one of these days. Made up days. Giving Tuesday.
What's a Giving Tuesday?
It's something to get you to spend money.
You're supposed to give. You're supposed to be
who you
give
giving
to
to?
Charities or the needy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Giving
so
Tuesday.
the government doesn't have to spend the money that's allocated.
I mean,
that.
it's
They should be spending on it.
Everybody kind of knows that charities are bullshit.
Yeah.
Maybe not the average person, but I just don't get how we go along with that. We still most people act like on the radios and during sports games that this is a great thing they're doing, giving to charity.
Because they think it's cool and stuff to, because rich people go and have their galas and their parties for charities, so they think it's cool because rich people do it.
I don't really get how it works, but they're just giving the money so they have to pay less in taxes or some shit. So like it doesn't. They're doing it for themselves. They're not even being nice, and then the charity's stealing all the money, and nothing ever fucking happens.
They got it all figured out. If they wanted to actually give money to help people, they wouldn't make it to where you couldn't give to individuals.
Yeah,
and
it's a
write
big,
it off.
Just like
you
everything
have to
else.
give to these companies.
It's a huge scam. Charity's a huge scam.
Yeah.
All right, number 3, Donna 1, Trace 1. What is the name of Beyonce's new concert film? A. Resurgence. B. Renaissance. C. Restoration. Or D. Privileged cunt.
A.
Yep.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Incorrect.
Well, then it must be Renaissance. Is it not?
Is that your final answer?
Is that your final answer?
Is that your final
Is that
answer?
your final answer?
Would you like to phone a friend?
Don't phone a friend.
I was going to have you repeat them, but...
Nah, you just go with whatever.
Going with this correct.
Oh, shit.
Renaissance.
I
Donna.
thought for sure I was wrong.
Donna 2, Trace 1.
Damn it.
All right, question 4. What was one of the things Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas received that led to limits on gifts to the judges? A. 11 motorcycles. B. 38 vacations. C. 28 private jet flights. Or D. 42 blowjobs. Donna.
Vacations.
Correct. 38 vacations.
But
What, you should,
there was nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
You shouldn't. A judge? Yeah. What was this judge doing?
The highest judges in the one of the 9 highest
Anytime
judges
they
in the
go
land.
to, something goes to the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
That's them.
Yeah, I mean, big time, biggest judge in the.
Well, you're not giving them the 11 vacations for fun.
38 vacations.
38
vacations.
Because they liked them. They were friends. They were good buddies.
You're trying to do something sketchy, like obviously.
And the people, not only should he get in trouble, but the people that gave him the vacations should be
Shouldn't be allowed
charged
to,
with
bribery.
Bribery, because that's obviously what they're doing.
People, I mean, to me,
There was nothing illegal, just immoral. That's
that
what they
old
like to
gag.
say.
To me, it's like preposterous, and I don't know how everybody thinks this. To think that the Supreme Court is legitimate, and to think that you can rise up through the corrupt judicial system of America to be one of the top judges and not be completely bought and sold. You're living in a fantasy world.
What are you talking about? Vacation? How do you buy somebody a vacation? Like, did they pay
Fly?
for?
I mean, they'd
yeah, they
fly
pay
him.
for it.
Fly him.
All expenses paid.
And now, did he take these vacations?
Yeah, of course, yeah, he took
or
all
did
of
they
them.
get? They said you got 38.
No, he took 38 vacations.
How do you take 38 vacations?
Yeah,
You don't do
They
anything
don't-
besides vacation.
Yeah, they don't have a lot.
It's a lot
to
of
do,
vacations.
apparently.
Most people take. A lot of people take 2 vacations a year to make time
Mostly
for.
they work from home.
I imagine if you're a Supreme Court justice, you're not even, there's a couple times a year where we're like, all right, we're done. We'll go back home for like 2 months
Yeah.
and we'll be back, do some more court stuff.
Most of them are old, so they're not
ain't
working
working.
hard.
Ain't
They're
working.
they're at home. Sandra Day O'Connor, she was on the bench till she died, wasn't
Yeah,
she?
these old geezers, they won't give it up.
I mean, but
They're
all
just-
these people.
They're basically just politicians. They're corrupt
Yeah,
politicians.
people need to realize
How
they just
they-
corrupt politicians.
It's so confusing. Just dressing nice really confuses most people into thinking people aren't dirtbag. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you see this judge walking to the course hall in a gown and
in his
whatever,
robe, yeah,
his
in his
robe and
fancy
everything. You're like,
robe.
oh, look at this fancy dude. But then the fucking 180 days out of the year, this guy's fucking got his Bahama shirt on, drinking a fucking mimosa by the fucking beach,
from a
you know?
billionaire on a trip paid for a billionaire who didn't want anything in return.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
They
out of
don't want
here.
anything in return. They just like these people.
Fucking corrupt.
Remember, we'll finish that by later. We'll talk about the guy and his wife.
Oh my God, yeah. Ziegler. All right, so it's Donna 2, Trace 1. Current events news quiz. Here we go. Did I miss one? Did you guys both miss one? I think you did.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not good at this
Here we go.
game.
Okay. RFK Jr. has a very unique hobby.
Hold on.
What? Donna might know it.
JFK, RFK,
RFK Jr.
Robert,
The one that talks like this.
All right.
RFK Jr. has a very unique hobby. What is his hobby? Cheating on his wife,
like
like
Trace.
every Kennedy. B, sculling. C, hawking. Or D, trying not to get assassinated. Trace.
B.
Sculling?
Yeah.
Good answer. No, incorrect. Incorrect. Donna.
Hawking.
Hawking.
What's a hawking?
I didn't know it was a thing. I've heard of falconry. you know.
He's a falconer.
But what he says he's with the Hawks. He likes the Hawks. I didn't know you were a Hawk deal. I got a video that we might watch later. Of him hawking, and it's like, you know, I think Robert F. Kennedy is probably just like them. He's in on it, and he's just as corrupt as all of them, and he probably cheats on his wife like every Kennedy. But hey, at least he's got a cool hobby.
Yeah.
He's got a really cool hobby, man. You know, that's better than those other fucking dirtbags.
Now he didn't just take it up. He's been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, it's like his whole life.
Yeah.
His whole life.
Now those are the ones where they get like they'll have a hawk like on their arm, and they go and get like some mice for them to eat, mice for you to eat, or some rabbits to make some rabbit stew.
Well, they'll hunt.
Stuff.
Yeah, they'll hunt. The thing will hunt for you. Yeah.
Now, is this bird fucking cool with you? Is there
I don't know.
You know, because it can obviously go. Is it so? Have you brainwashed it so bad it doesn't even know it can get away?
That's interesting.
Does it, or is it like, I just like hunting for food for my friend? Because
it's brainwashed.
Or
I think it's brainwashed.
Is this a bird that he keeps?
I would imagine. I don't know. I would imagine if you're a hawker, you'd have to. And I don't think you can hunt with a strange hawk. I don't know.
You just find a hawk out in the wild.
But like the hawk that wants to fly free, it flies and then it comes back to you.
Yeah.
Why is that?
A homing hawk.
I don't know.
I mean, do they tie their legs together or something so they can't land? I mean,
they do something. There's something.
It's got to be something. Why would they just come back? I mean, I've seen that in different countries. Like, that's how the people hunt.
Yeah. Oh,
you
yeah.
know, that's how they live.
And I can't, like in Mongolia or something. They have these big ass birds. I can't even remember which kind. Like eagles.
Yeah.
And they hunt with them. They taking down like wild dogs and stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But how? It just doesn't make any sense to me. What do you go find you a baby eagle when you're a young kid?
I don't. Do you have to hatch them up? I don't know. You got to find a baby. I don't
find it. You
Make
can't
them think you're their mama.
Can you train an adult?
You can't train an adult eagle. Like the eagle would tell you to fuck off, right?
I want to know more about this. It's interesting how you could ever tame.
How about if you do a little report on that?
Yeah.
All right. Figure it
Trace,
out.
we need Trace's.
Write down your eagle
Trace's
report.
YouTube reports can be another segment. You can tell us about the things that we're interested in.
Eagle
So
report.
it's Donna 3, Trace 1. Number 6. In a shocking segment on NB.
Trace.
I'm
He's
trying.
not paying attention. Though.
I was trying to text myself about the eagle report.
In a shocking segment on MSNBC's Morning Joe, Joe Scarborough said that Donald Trump, if elected, would this:
I know it.
A. Nuke Hamas. B. Execute his political opponents. C. Challenge Joe Biden to a foot race. D. Have Rosie O'Donnell waterboarded.
Oh shit.
Donna.
That's not
Execute.
Correct. Execute his political opponents. Trace said he knew it.
I did. I knew it was execute something.
Well, why didn't you?
He never answered
say
though.
that then?
Donna
Thought it was
4.
something else. I don't
Trace
know.
1. Trace
I locked up
miserably. He's failing miserably. All right, number 7. In the last Republican presidential debate, which of these insults was hurled? A. Mr. Ramaswamy, I think you've gotten a hold of some bad curry. B. Nikki Haley is Dick Cheney in high heels. C. When was the last time Chris Christie saw his penis? Or D. I don't call him Ron DeSantis, I call him Ron DeCantis. Trace.
Ron DeCantis.
Incorrect. Donna.
Curry.
Incorrect.
What?
It was B.
It was B. Nikki Haley is Dick Cheney in high
I knew
heels.
it, and then you hype. I just got so excited about that last one.
That was a good one. When I came up with that one, I said that's a good one. Not Ron DeSantis, Ron DeCantis. I'm gonna send that to Donald Trump. It's better than Ron DeSanctimonious.
Yeah. I thought somebody did insult him like with some curry thing.
I don't know if there was any curry.
Maybe it
to
was something.
We talked about curry sometime.
Yeah, I remember talking about it.
Okay.
Someone just mentioned they didn't like curry or something, and everybody took it as a
That lady was making curried eggs.
Oh no, it was the curried eggs, babe. You don't want to be the stinky curried egg boy. That's good.
I agree.
That's good advice from a mom.
Mainly the
stinky
eggs.
And she's not talking about anything but his lunch would stink, and people would be like, "Your lunch stinks."
Yep.
I mean, I think the egg part's way worse than the curry part.
Well, that's what she was saying too. She said it was the egg part. She was really talking about. It was the eggs in your lunch is gonna stink.
I wouldn't be friends with somebody if he brought eggs like that, just hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah, I'd be like, don't sit with me every day.
Or if he brought what do you call them? The eggs with the crap
Deviled
in the,
eggs.
yeah, deviled eggs. Somebody
Eggs
brought
with-
deviled eggs
eggs
to
with the
school. Like
crap.
I'd be like, oh, I can't be friends with you. Like, you smell like ass all day.
Okay. All right. Enough of the ass-smelling eggs. Here we go. It's Donna 4, Trace 1. Now, this next question just happened to come out today with a new answer to this question, but we're going with the answer that I came up with yesterday. Travis Kelce allegedly came up with an adorable new nickname for his fake girlfriend, Taylor Swift. Tay.
Yeah.
We're going to let you slide. We're going to let you slide on that one, buddy.
I thought
That was it. Took you down 4-1. What is Travis Kelce's new nickname? A.
Now,
Big.
you were right, Trace.
I know. I get it. Let's go.
A. Big Chief. B. Chief Cake. C. Pfizer Guy. Or D. TK.
TK.
Incorrect.
Oh, God damn it.
Big Chief.
Incorrect. His new nickname is Pfizer Guy, given it to him by Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, I thought it was from her.
Well, she doesn't have one for him until I woke up today,
Oh,
babe.
my
until I woke up today. And
You
you'll
don't force one because the media wants you to have one. That's not really a nickname. That's bullshit.
you're not gonna believe the creativity. I mean, I was blown away by Travis Kelce's Tay.
Yeah,
It's brilliant.
that was brilliant.
And I'm even more blown away by Taylor Swift's Trav. Trav is his
it?
nickname. Trav.
Trav and Tay.
Jesus
Trav-
Christ.
Trav
Can you
and Tay.
Stop it. You're making me mad.
Trav and Tay.
I can't take it anymore.
I can't take it anymore either.
I do like Pfizer Guy, though.
Pfizer
Yeah,
Guy.
from Aaron Rodgers.
From Aaron Rodgers. That's great.
God, Aaron Rodgers is, I think, they got his birth certificate wrong. That guy's like 60 years old.
He is. He's a time traveler.
I mean, how long did he make it into the season? First game?
Well, first game.
First
Because
play?
he's 52 years old.
Yeah.
He pulled
How old is he?
38 or 39.
He does. Doesn't he look like
Donna
he's 50?
thought-
Johnny thought he was 52.
I was like, he's not 52, is he?
He looks like he's 52 years old.
I mean, do you think anybody's ever going to hire him again?
He's allegedly, back at practice.
I mean, it's not
But
even.
there's no reason for him to come back because they suck so bad they're not
Yeah.
going to make the playoffs.
I guess it's the look.
I can't believe the NFL isn't rigging some games for Aaron Rodgers to get into the playoffs. I can't believe in the biggest market in the United States.
Maybe they will.
They're like 4-8 or something. They'd have to win like their last 5 games in a row. So well, they might.
They might.
What kind of
Then you'll
surgery
know
did he
that
have?
Achilles heel. I mean, it's like you could see the calf when his Achilles. You could see it pop.
It's never good.
Kind of shrivel up, coil up. It's
hurts
fucking.
my knee.
They gotta pull it. They gotta pull it down and reattach it.
Some staples. That's about what I'm thinking they're doing nowadays during surgeries, man. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
How could you get something that you have to stretch so hard to
Oh.
My heart hurts. I'm
You
having
tie
heart
it.
palpitations.
If you tie it, put some screws in there.
stay? It's like the go-go gadget arm.
Go gadget, stretch your leg.
All right, it's 4-1 Trace. You still have a chance. I'm sorry. I mean, it's 4-1.
What?
4-1 Trace. Donna is winning 4-1. You could still come back. There's still time, buddy.
All right.
There's still time.
I'm
Okay.
feeling it.
Webster's Word of the Year
Oh,
Webster?
Trace, you should get this.
for 2000.
Oh, I was confused.
I was confused too, and I was like, oh, I should have done that
I
one.
was like, we have a word of what?
That'd be much more entertaining than the actual word.
Webster
of the year.
Dictionary, not Webster, Florida.
Yeah, Webster Dictionary. Webster's word of the year for 2000.
You need to come up with that, though.
I know, that's a good one. For 2023 is A, non-binary, B, Zerself, C, triggered, D, Bidenomics, or E, none of the above.
None of the above.
Correct.
Just that one.
Yeah, I knew it.
The real word
Could be any of them.
Yeah, I know, but the real word was so boring. I just came up with a bunch of other ones. Authentic.
That what?
Authentic.
That's not a word already.
That's already
Wait,
a word.
It's the word of the year.
Oh.
It's the word of this. I don't know why. It's stupid and so.
The word of the year, man. If you're famous enough, you can make up anything a fucking holiday or some shit.
Every day has like 3 different days. You know, it's barbecue spare rib day, it's giving day, it's taco day. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Like, how do you start up with that for enough people to care about to where people talk about it?
Because nowadays Congress they come up with all these days half the time, and then they'll pass a bill that says it's National File Your Taxes Day, and everybody's like, oh, I saw it. It's a stupid shit. All right, so Trace got that, so it's 4-2. Trace possibly trying to make a comeback here. Number 10, famous creator Sid Croft of Sid and Marty Croft died recently.
Sid and Marty, I never heard of them.
Sid and Marty Croft, they were like for kids TV shows.
She's asking too many questions.
Yeah, she is. I'm
disqualifying.
I'm giving this one to Trace.
Yeah.
An illegal.
Can you spell that? Can you give me the definition? Can you use that in a sentence?
Question tampering. All right. Famous creator Sid Croft of Sid and Marty Croft, who died recently, was known for making this character, H.S. Muffin Top. H.S. Muffin Top. B. J.B. Mushy Mouth. C. H.R. Puffin Stuff. Or D. Sigmund the Sea Monster.
HR Puffin Stuff.
Da 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 da. HR Puffin Stuff.
Is that about doing drugs?
He got it. She got it. HR Puffin Stuff.
It's an old
Puffin Stuff.
I forget the rest of the song.
That's I only knows the first line. HR Puffin. Then something about times get rough. That's all I know. All right, Donna 5, Trace 2. What is the very latest weight loss drug unveiled last month?
Oh.
Last month?
I know it.
Yo Givey. B. Yo Wheezy. C. Yo Cuzzy. Or D. Zepbound.
Zepbound.
Trace, Zepbound, correct.
Oh, I never heard of it.
Donna 5, Trace 3.
Yo Wheezy.
Unfortunately, it's the last question.
And we'll be tied.
No, but you will be tied because I have it on here. It says last question, bonus question worth 2 points.
Yes.
I had that.
I knew he had it on. I saw it. I saw it earlier.
You saw what? You're cheating?
No.
I gave him this the night before. He still lost.
He told me to study.
I said, study this, Trace. He said, study? Yuck. Embattled Congressman George Santos recently spent campaign donations on this. A. Butt lifts. B. Liposuction. C. Bangkok ladyboys. D. Botox. Donna.
Botox.
Trace. Botox is correct.
Oh.
And Trace.
I win.
He almost. Oh, he did with a 2-pointer. No, he tied it up. Actually, tied it up.
Almost.
All of the above. Be my answer.
So, yeah,
find out about
I talk every time I see one of these stories on the news. I'm like, how does a joker like that become a congressman?
Mm-hmm.
You see some of these people like these Marjorie Taylor Greens and these AOCs, and it's like they just picked these people off the street and gave them the allegedly one of the most powerful jobs in the world. Mm-hmm. It's like,
if you just pretend to be fake and I think if people the average person just looks at you like, oh, look at this guy with his shit together and knows everything. If you just act the part, most people will fall for it.
I guess so.
And I think good people are just not willing to play. They just want to be themselves.
That's not what we're looking for. We're not looking for anybody to be themselves.
So what is the guy on the news now in our area? What is he?
Which?
The guy that's being accused of sexual misconduct.
Something Ziegler. I can't remember his first name.
What is he?
He is the head of the Republican.
The Republican committee or something.
Something
right?
in the state of Florida.
Yeah, he's like the president or whatever, the head of that. So it comes out that he's being accused of sex. So all these people that, their job is they're up there trying to make sure that you guys all have morals and do the right things. Well, they're all behind the scenes, like you said, they're all in suits. And so that makes people think that they're, good guys for some reason. And they're shit. They're just all pieces of shit. And they're all doing, illegal things that would be illegal for us behind, our backs and stealing money. But he's up there. He's accused of rape, actually.
He's accused of rape.
And then they said, there's something in these papers about his wife, and she
That was initially the first day you heard it.
And she's on the school board.
And she's mentioned in the report.
She's mentioned in the report, and it's like, what's that all about? And he's accused of rape and all this. And
then they got his texts.
Yeah, they got his text, and he finally had to. Of course, he's not stepping down. He says this is totally false.
Down.
I will not step down like all the scumbags do.
But just the rape is totally false. He can't deny the other stuff because they got the text and everything.
Yeah, so they had to admit. So it was something with this lady where she's saying, and it just came out yesterday, that she's saying that they were supposed to have a threesome. Him and his school board wife that is a member of the
Moms for Liberty. another tell you what to do morally.
In the schools and stuff. So they were accused of that, and the lady said, well, they were supposed to have a threesome. He showed up at her door, and he said, sorry, my wife couldn't make it. But I'm coming in to have sex anyway. And she says he came in and he raped her. And the wife, I think finally they had to admit, well, we have had a threesome in the past with her. So they've had threesomes before with her. And, but he's saying it was all consensual.
Is there another rape besides this one?
No.
I mean, this one's getting a little iffy. You've already had sex. You already agreed to a threesome. I don't know. It's getting a little fishy.
Yeah, but if she showed up and she was like, "No, we're supposed to have a threesome," and he went, "Well, she ain't here, so."
Well, yeah, you can't go ahead and do that anyway. I mean, it's definitely rape.
And they do have video. They have video of him showing up at her door.
And leaving 30 minutes. So yeah, they definitely had sex. Later, I guess you have to determine whether it was consensual or not. But this guy is the Florida GOP chairman. His wife is, I think, the leader of the Ladies for Liberty. Mm-hmm. These fucking hypocrites are telling everybody how they should feel on abortion and everything moral, and they're complete moralists.
And so I don't care. I don't care if they want to be swingers.
I could give a fuck if they want to be
They both
swingers.
Get fired from the positions they're in, though.
Because they're total hypocrites.
Because they're total hypocrites. I'm so fucking sick of these people telling us how to live our lives and what we should do, and they're behind the scenes being the fucking weirdest people you can.
Yep. You want to swing till the cows come home. But just don't be somebody who swings and says, I can't do things because they're wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't you do this and don't you do that. And she should be fired from the school board, and he should be fired, and they should both be digging ditches somewhere.
Total hypocrite. Total hypocrite. The worst kind of people who are holier than thou.
Don't forget they all are. They all do that shit. They just don't all get caught.
Yeah, I'm always telling you guys, it's all a huge scam. These guys are the weirdest, craziest, most wanting to have sex people there are. It's just a bunch of dirtbags.
Preposterous.
That pretend to be dressed up in suits nice people.
Yeah, and it's like, people should be saying she needs to step down from the school board thing, and they'd be like, "What? Because we're swingers?"
Yeah.
No, because you're fucking liars.
Because you're liars and hypocrites. Because in public, you would, if someone mentioned swinging, you would be going, "Oh my God, that's a sin." And the Bible says, "You." It's like, because you're a fucking lying fucking hypocrite. Okay, you do it all you want, just don't lie about it. They can't. It's all they do.
Don't be part of the moms. I can't ever remember the
Moms
name of
for
that.
Liberty or something like that. It's something like that.
They're telling everybody in the school they're micromanaging. I know a couple teachers, and they're saying that Hillsborough was always micromanaging their teachers, and Pasco wasn't. So they came to work for Pasco, and they said now Pasco's completely micromanaging their teachers.
What is micromanage? Like
Just
exactly what to
telling you
do?
exactly what to do. You can't teach. You just can't. Be a teacher.
And being a teacher, I can't even imagine being a teacher right now.
Yeah.
Just these
That's
little
part
savages.
Of why people don't want to do it. They can't wait to get out and retire or whatever. They just hate it. And they said, she also said that if you have a degree, she said they're hiring anybody to be teachers. She said if you have any kind of degree, and if you are a veteran or a veteran's wife, and you apply to be a teacher, and you just have a degree, you're in. You're automatically in. Whether you can teach, whatever.
I got a degree.
Yeah, you do.
You could be a teacher, buddy.
Space sound fun.
Space law. They probably take it.
What kind of degree do you got to be a teacher?
It's like almost anything now. They can't get teachers.
Like a 2-year degree?
I think you need
probably not,
I think
but
you need
I
a
don't
4-year.
know. Maybe.
I thought teachers didn't make jack shit.
They make like 40 something
I
thousand.
thought it was less.
I think it's 40,000. I mean,
used
I
to
think
be.
DeSantis has increased it. Let's see what the base pay Florida teacher. I think it's like 43,000 or something.
For any
But
grade?
but she said
That's just a start. That's just a start.
First responders and ex-cops, stuff like that, are second in line. They can come in after if you're not, and just be teachers. They're shoo-ins for being teachers.
It says here. It says the minimum base salary for full-time classroom teachers and certified pre-kindergarten teachers in Florida will be no less than $65,000 starting next July.
Say what?
Does that go
that's
up?
not bad.
Is that like the people that are teaching right now? Do they all get raises up to 60?
Yeah, I think everybody gets that.
Huh.
That's and that's it's only you're working like 10 months a year. You get a couple months off.
Bro, that's like, I thought teachers didn't make shit. Now I find out they're balling. Like what?
Not yet, but they will be.
It was 47,000.
What?
And now it's 60. I mean, 65.
That's life changing, right? Almost.
That's a
if
decent
you're a
salary.
teacher.
That's a decent salary nowadays. 65K, I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sure, why not?
It's 18,000 more a year.
Especially if you're married, then you got your spouse making,
See now.
money too. So
Like I'm kind of jumped off the DeSantis train with this abortion stuff and the the censorship stuff, which I'm kind of on the fence about some of that. But if I was a teacher, I would vote for Ron DeSantis. Because he gave me $65,000.
Yeah, I'm for sure.
That's what all I would care about is
if he would
I
just
wasn't
give me $65,000 once, I'll vote for him.
I wasn't making $47,500 and now I'm making $65,000 and that's really improved my life. I can't imagine a teacher. And he gave like first responders like every first responder in Florida he gave him like $1,000
for.
That's like, I mean, isn't that like buying votes? I guess you're allowed to do that, but I'd vote. I'd vote for somebody to give me $1,000.
Yeah,
talk about buying votes. Yeah,
got my vote, man.
Firefighters for DeSantis.
$65K is a decent salary. I know it's a job, thankless job with the little heathens, but that's a decent salary.
People ever do this? Like when I go to the school, I see that old cop that's out there directing the traffic.
Yeah.
I mean, he's never slacking off.
No,
never. He's just this the whole time.
He gets it done.
I mean,
that guy
he
gets
is-
it done.
And if I had a lot of money, I would give him a couple $1,000s. I'd just be like, "Here's your Christmas present, buddy."
Just drive around
Good job.
giving people who do good jobs $2,000.
Yeah, that's what. If I was a millionaire, if I had $1 million, I'd have to really try and make it last. But if I was like super rich, I'd give everybody just bunches of money for nothing.
I want to give him a gift card of something for. I thought maybe I could get like all the parents, whoever wants to pitch in. Hey, anybody want to pitch in to get? But they're not my. It's like not my kids in school. It's my grandkids, so I don't really know anybody.
Does that even happen anymore? Like,
I don't know.
remember, like, when I coached soccer and the kids were playing soccer back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, we would always get together and get their coaches something at the end of the year, always.
Yeah.
Like a little gift card. I don't think people do that anymore.
Well, they don't.
They don't do it for us. They don't do it for the Mike and Trey show.
Yeah, you'd think these people don't do it.
And we've won championships with their kids.
They barely watch their kids' games.
Yeah.
The one lady I sat beside last week she was on her phone the whole time. The whole time, just looking at her phone.
Man,
we've won 3 in a row, so
Yeah.
somebody needs to hire us. Bucks need to hire us.
They should.
They don't do any worse than it's dismal. It's not a fun game to watch. You're like every time like he drops back, you're like, oh, is he gonna fumble? Is he gonna throw an interception? I don't know.
Well, the fucking Panther. It was the Panthers. Right?
1-11.
1-11. Like
squeaked by.
I mean,
We
you should
squeaked
just.
by.
I was like, oh my, they're finally gonna have a game that's not close. The Panthers suck. And then
Not
they
so
almost
much.
beat them.
Almost.
So
Ned's Navy says, "What about more monkeys?" He wants to see more monkeys.
More monkeys. I mean, I was going to talk about Dick Durbin talking about converting all these illegal immigrants into soldiers because we have which is what we've been talking
Did somebody
about.
say that?
Dick, yeah.
Oh, I said that last week.
I've been saying it for a long time. They're gonna be the military because they won't care about if they turn the military against its own people. Well, they're not its own people.
Yeah.
These people have no allegiance to you. And that's how it works. But we could watch more
Bringing me
monkeys.
down
You want
with
more
that.
monkeys? You want to do more monkeys? Let's do more monkeys. Monkeys are better.
More monkeys.
Don't worry about the
more monkeys, less problems.
The army of illegal immigrants that the government's forming. Let's look at monkeys.
I don't want to know about that.
Number 8, bald Yakari. Well, baldness is not a human situation after all. Monkeys, being our ancestors, possess this feature as well.
Is it a bald monkey?
I don't think it's like that kind of baldness, is it? Just the way he is. They're all that way.
Bald Yakari is a monkey species and is known for its bright red face and bald head. It can weigh up to 3.5 kilograms.
That's a pretty cool looking monkey.
It normally has a length of 4.5 meters. It is found in the woods of
Look
Brazil
at that. That's weird.
Man, monkeys be weird.
and is restricted to that part only.
I think you
In the
need to
mating
shave
competition
these
of
monkeys
this
to make.
creature, the redder the face
If
of the
you
animal,
shave this monkey, I think he'd look just like a fucking person, and I think people would be like, "Oh shit, we're fucking monkeys."
Yep.
What do you say about the face of this animal?
the more
The
attractive it is.
redder.
Oh, the more redder,
The redder,
the more
the better.
attractive
The
it
redder, the
is.
better.
Redder, the better.
Unlike the tarsier, this monkey is fairly social and has high intellect. Its powerful jaws help it to fight with its predators and
Ugh.
also to crack nuts for food.
Creepy.
Kinda creepy. Oh, whoa, look at this guy.
Man, he looks like the king.
Man.
Looks like he's-
Showing a little cleavage there.
Yeah.
A little daring with the cutout cleavage.
Number 7, gelada.
What's going on?
They're so-
Gelada.
like I didn't know there were monkeys in France. I didn't know there were all these different kind of monkeys. How all the nature shows you watched your whole life, they never found these interesting monkeys that would be good to put on.
Also known as the bleeding heart.
Whoa, look at that guy. Look at that
Man.
mane. That guy's a
Looks
stud.
like an Indian.
Look at that guy. He looks like a
Headdress.
badass.
He does.
Monkey is a close relative of the baboon family.
Oh,
no,
shit.
man.
Did you see that? What he?
Oh,
how
man.
his skin.
His skin peels back. Oh, look, check it out.
He's
Baboon
circumcised that
Wow.
It can weigh up to 18.5 kilograms
I don't know what a kilogram is, man. It looks like a lot. They look like a decent-sized monkey.
Yeah, 25
It normally
pounds.
is 0.75 meters long. It has a wild-looking fur encircling its face that gives it the weird look and distinct.
What's this? Oh, okay. I was like, what is this? She's got a vagina on her chest, but I guess that's her,
The bleeding
her
heart.
teats.
Distinguishes it from the rest of the race. In addition to being one of the most bizarre-looking creatures of the family, Gelada also possesses some traits that separate it from the crowd.
Jesus.
It tends to
That
eat
would F you up, man.
It would kill the
It
shit
would
out of you.
Rip you apart.
hand-plucked grass while sitting on the ground where other monkeys chew their food while sitting on trees.
What was that?
They just they hand pick their grass and eat it while sitting on the ground, whatever.
Instead of up in the trees?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they fucking nothing's gonna fuck with them.
What do they need them big teeth for if they're eating grass?
I've seen them like those similar monkeys. Maybe those going after like cheetahs and shit. Not to eat,
Just
but
to
like the
defend
cheetahs like coming
Yeah.
to get their kids, and they're like fucking just tackle it and bite the shit out of it.
Never heard of them.
Number 6,
What is
DeBraz's
that?
monkey.
Looks like an old
Just like
man.
Tarsier,
I can't. You are video sharing that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an old man.
DeBraz's monkey is
Look like a character in a Disney movie.
It does. Like I got a Star Wars, like an old.
It doesn't
Also-
even look like a monkey.
It doesn't.
was shy primitive. It lives in the wetlands of Central
This
Africa
baby looks like a monkey.
and is locally known as swamp monkey. It has a weird and unique appearance with
And it eats sticks.
white eyelids, muzzle, and a beard.
Sharp
The
in its
males
teeth,
of the
maybe, I
species
don't know.
normally weigh around 7 kilograms and are the protector of the family. Despite its distinctive appearance, this animal has mastered the art of hiding and is very good at covering itself if needed.
What is this? Who is this? He's not that interesting.
Number 5.
All right, should we save some of these monkeys?
Sure.
I mean, you might need to save some of these monkeys.
Till Thursday.
We got-
dead,
we're
man.
halfway through the monkeys.
All right.
All right, I think I'm about tapped out today.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm tapped out. We did the Sean Raz song of the day. We did the quiz.
I got a bunch of dirt bags. We got a
Dirtbag what?
I've got a collection of dirt bags now for dirt bag of the week or dirt bag of the day.
Okay, I forgot.
Better do of the week. That'll last longer.
Yeah, dirtbag. You can never do dirtbag of the day. I don't think.
You'd be
about it.
surprised at how quickly you run out.
10 days you'd be searching for dirt. After that, you'd be
I
searching
think so.
for dirt
Fine,
bags.
dirt bag of the week.
Yeah, there you go.
You have videos of them? Or
I
what
got,
is
it's
it?
all different time. Some I got videos, some I don't. Some
Oh,
are different
okay.
people. Some are dead. Some are alive.
All right.
All types of dirt bags.
Alrighty. Good. I was gonna do the intro, but the internet isn't working in that computer in there, so we got to fix.
Yeah, I was gonna try and do it too, and there was no internet.
And it's because, like, the Spectrum guy came out and screwed up all our internet. It's like, this is the kind of service you
And
get.
that's what you got to pay for now. I was like, really?
Preposterous.
Okay.
Just like supposed to get tires yesterday. New tire thought had me an appointment.
For
A 2 o'clock
2 weeks.
appointment, and she goes, "I'm going to go ahead and call and make sure that appointment's still there." And they acted like they never talked to her
Never.
ever.
Yeah.
And they
I
could
waited
and they
2
could
weeks.
and they could give a shit.
They didn't care.
They didn't care at all that
I was
she
like, I
waited.
need fucking tires,
my
and I made the appointment 2 weeks ago. I wrote it all down. I have it all right here.
I would have taken my car and be like, fucking put some tires on
Yeah,
it. bitch.
they wouldn't. They'd have called the cops on you.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, man. We will see you tomorrow night for the hang with Mike and Matt. Thanks for tuning in to